against this 49ers defense, which is #1 in the league, second scoring, #1 in total yards. This front five, D Ford is back today as a pass rush specialist. They are ferocious.
If one word I would give the 49ers defense today, it's patience. Patience against the run game of New Orleans as they try to establish it, and patience trying to get to Drew Brees, who's very quick getting the ball out of his hands to his receivers.
Drew Brees can swing it out to Kamara. Makes a play on a good one. Up across the 30. Shot on first down. Nice move by Alvin Kamara. Got a good block from Taysom Hill.
What's up, great one, kid? I'm setting up. I just got home from work. I didn't think I'd make it, so I'm just setting things up real quick. I'm going to get my other phone so I can read the chat, so give me a second. The game is on right now. Saints got the ball. They're on the 35. Catch. Oh, he dropped it. Give me a sec, great one, kid. Saints, everything, everywhere. Big game, guys. Give me a second. I'm just going to get my jersey. D4C. Hey, great one, kid. Guys, give me 1 sec. I'm just going to get my jersey. I'll be right back. What's up, Daniel D? Daniel, I've had a really long week. I'm trying to get the Patreon videos out. I'll be right back. I just got to get my jersey. Saints got the ball. It's 3rd and 3. I'm just going to wait to see. 3rd and 3. What's up, guys? I just got to get my jersey. I was running very late. I had a job today. The guy showed up 30 minutes late. I had no time to set up. I had no time to send out a thing for you guys. I just want to see if the Saints convert. It's 3rd down. It's televised. Big game. 49ers, Saints. Saints got the ball. 3rd and 2nd. Did they convert? And he caught it. Michael Thomas, 1st down at the 50-yard line. They're midfield. Gonna get my jersey. I'll be right back.
Michael Thomas works his way free. Was that number 111 on the year? Man is amazing downfield.
First down, a fake. Taysom Hill is wide open.
Another 1st down. Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill just got another 1st down, so they're past the 40, almost in field goal range. They were just saying, guys, when I walked in, huge game. They're tied, and Saints have control over their destiny. Right now, if the Saints win out, they're guaranteed top seed in the NFC. Niners, if they beat them, have the same option. But if the Niners lose, Saints have control. Basically, from here on, Saints have complete control to get #1 in the NFC. I also got to get my phone so I can read my other phone so I can read the chat. So bear with me while I not answer chat questions because I'm using my phone in my living room. Everything just happened last minute, out of the blue. I got an emergency job today, so I wasn't sure if I'd be here, and I literally ran into the house. So give me a sec to compose. I just don't want to miss if they score on the first drive, which the Saints tend to do. I mean, the Niners, both are good teams. That could have been roughing the quarterback right there. He nailed Brees to the ground way after the throw. I feel like they're going to let a lot of things go in this game because it's two big teams that are. Kamara dropped the ball. It is 3rd and 10, guys. They are in field goal range for Lutz. It's probably like a 50-yarder, but they are in field goal range. I don't want to leave to get my phone for the chat until I see the end of the drive. Whoever's in the chat, if you're asking, because I know people do, I can't show the TV. I have it loud enough where you can kind of hear it, but I also get worried about that because that's gotten flagged before. So, sorry I can't show the game, but I try my best to give the play-by-play and set it all up. Let me see my doggy over here. All right, 3rd and 10. Wide open, and it's going to be a touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook Jared Cook, touchdown, wide open, broke a tackle. That was like a 35, 40-yard touchdown. Probably like 36, 37 yards. 38 yards. 38-yard touchdown. Jared Cook. I don't think I have. Guys, I am number 1 in my fantasy, and I have a bye this week, so I didn't really look at fantasy. My big money league, my other 2 leagues, one I didn't make the playoffs. I missed by a tiebreaker, and the other one I'm in, but I'm like probably not going anywhere. Everyone else is dominant. My big money league, number 1 bye week this week. Jared Cook, 38 yards. Let me go get my other phone while it's in timeout, and I'm going to read the chat. I'll be right back, guys. And you great one, kid. Yes, I am doing Rick and Morty tonight with my sister. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm bringing up the chat. Continue. I don't know why it's not signed in, guys. That. I don't know what the. I hate when it signs me out of my other account because I don't remember what my password is. I'm just going to log in as nobody. ViewMasters. I'm just going to have to go in as a guest because I can't search. Here we go. All right, guys. I see you. I see me. Saints, who dat? Rogue Dog, it's me. I like the name. What's up, bud? I got home from work late. This is usually run much more smooth, but tried to set up as best I could. I still have my shitty work jeans on. I just realized that's why I'm covered in mud over here. But, yeah. I'll change my pants real quick after this. What's up? I do the play-by-play live. Saints just scored. Rogue Dog, it's me. I don't know if you saw. Saints got it on the opening drive. 38-yard pass, Jared Cook touchdown right off the bat to start things. The Niners deferred, so the Niners get the kick at the second half. But they are 9 plays for 73 yards on the first drive. Great first drive. They were 3rd and 10 when Jared Cook got that pass. So it was looking kind of bleak, but they were in field goal range at that point. So worst case scenario, Lutz probably would have nailed the 40. It would have been like a 48 to a 50-yarder. And the Saints just kicked it, and it was a touchback. So now who do we got? Hooper Trooper. Let's go Saints. If you're still here, Hooper Trooper, what's up? Great one, kid. Stop spamming. Are you doing Rick and Morty tonight? Yes, I am doing Rick and Morty with my sister. We are actually right after the game at 4:30. I'm jumping into a car, so hopefully this doesn't go into overtime. If it goes into overtime, I'm going to be late for the train because I'm not missing a televised Saints game. Basically, we're going on a train ride to see Santa Claus, as funny as that sounds. One of my friends runs major train rides for the Warner Brothers Polar Express, and they're like $1 million train rides, but I get to go free whenever I want. My sister and me and a couple friends are going at 4:30. So this ends at like 3:45, 4 o'clock. Even if it goes into overtime, I should be all right, but that is what I'm doing after this. So you'll also see that I will not be taking shots. I take a shot usually whenever the Saints score. I can't take shots because I'm driving and I am responsible. So no shots. Hopefully my, what is it called? Superstition does not kill the Saints. If the Saints lose this game, I'm going to blame myself. Full start on the Niners, I think. Did you see the new fighters confirmed for Tekken 7? I did not, D4C. Who is it? I can't believe they're even, I guess because DLC and stuff. I can't believe they're still releasing new fighters. I'm pretty sure Tekken 7 was financially a flop, but they'll make a lot of money off the DLC. Guys, it is Niners ball. The Saints already scored. Opening drive, Saints 38-yard touchdown, Jared Cook by Drew Brees. Niners got the ball. It is 1st and 15 on their own 40. Garoppolo, pass right up the middle, broke a tackle, running down the sideline. They're at the 30-yard line of the Saints. That was a gain of about 40 yards, maybe more. He actually, it was a good catch and grab. He got like 20 yards plus after the catch. Sanders. He caught it at the 48 and got to the 30. So he got 22 yards after the catch. And he broke a good tackle or two. Two guys had him dead to rights. One of the Saints ran into his own guy and messed up that tackle. And then he got loose. Emmanuel Sanders has 2 catches for 50 yards already. He's already got 50 yards on 2 catches. They're well within field goal range. Catch again right over the middle. Going down the sideline. Stopped at the 6-yard line. Samuel. Sorry, guys. I will catch up. I'm just trying to settle myself. I will be back tonight for Rick and Morty. Awesome. Daniel, if you're still here, I'll see you tonight. Did you see the new Ip Man movie? Great one, kid. I knew the trailer came out. I saw the trailer. I didn't know if the movie came out yet. If it did, I will be watching that soon. I love Ip Man. Ip Man is one of my favorite martial arts movies. It's just so well done. Donnie Yen, amazingly fast. They are at the 5-yard line, so they spotted it. They gave him a generous spot there. I didn't even think he made it to the 6. Oh, my God. Garoppolo passed to the middle again, and it went over the guy's head, but he had pretty much a touchdown there if it was lower. I don't know about Tekken 7, but SF5 was a flop, and they're releasing a new version with Gil added called Champions Edition. Street Fighter makes a million editions. Gil was from Third Strike, wasn't he? Gil? I'm pretty sure Gil was from Third Strike. Did you see the new Hitman? 2 brand new characters and Genru. I always enjoyed Genru. When's the last time Genru's been in a game? I don't remember Genru since I remember he's in Tekken 3, maybe 4. It's been a while since Genru has been in it. Here we go. Fake the handoff, tackled for a loss of 1. It is 3rd and goal. And they're at about the 6-yard line. 3rd and goal, 6-yard line. Niners could kick the field goal easily from here, obviously. But hopefully, I said that a week or 2 ago. When was it, the Panthers? And they friggin' missed it from an easy chip shot. All right, guys. 3rd and goal. Saints ball. Niners ball. 6-yard line. 3rd and goal. Garoppolo's got it. Pass right in there. Caught. Touchdown. So in the first 5 minutes of the game, or 7 minutes of the game, 6.5, both teams have scored touchdowns. Both teams moving downfield very well. I feel like Garoppolo threw some nice balls, but I feel like the Saints defense, they had close coverage, but they weren't on top of those balls. Their defense looks a little sloppy. I mean, I got to say, Garoppolo's throwing some nice balls, though. So all I know is let's see if the extra point goes through. Extra point is huge, and it's good. 7-7, timeout. Playing it safe, but not drinking. Playing it safe by not drinking. D4C, I don't know if you heard, I have to go to see Santa Claus with a group of friends and stuff. One of my best friends runs $1 million Polar Express Warner Brothers trips, sponsored by Warner Brothers, so they cost a ton of money. Tickets are $50 a person. I can go whenever I want because it's my friend's train, and I'm going at 4:30. 6 o'clock it leaves. It's 45 minutes away. So 4:30 should give me plenty of time, but I'm only giving myself 15 minutes. If I miss the Santa train, they don't wait for you. It leaves at 6 o'clock on the dot. So I'm giving myself 15 minutes grace period. Hopefully, that's enough. Wouldn't that be better buzz? It would be great buzz, but I'm driving. And I've gotten a DUI when I was younger. I learned from my mistakes. So I don't drive drinking. Who's playing quarterback? Garoppolo and Breeze. Why, was something wrong? XD Inner Tube, 7431. It's Breeze and Garoppolo who are the starting quarterbacks. Were you under the impression someone was injured or you just didn't know? Just out of curiosity. Greenland Kids smash or pass Megan Fox or Holly Berry? Now, I don't know. I've always been a fan of Halle Berry, but she is like in her 50s now, whereas Megan Fox is probably my age. So if we're going young Halle Berry, I would definitely choose Halle Berry over Megan Fox. If we're going, I just feel like Halle Berry would be more fun too. I feel like Megan Fox has kind of like a snooty bitch face. But who knows? I don't know the people. Gil was Third Strike. Genryu was Tekken Tag Tournament 2, which came out after Tekken 6. I never played Tag 2, so that's why I didn't know. But without Tag 2, though, wasn't Genryu, like, I'm pretty sure Tekken 3 was the last one I remember him from. Wouldn't that be better? Have you noticed that Angelina Jolie has dad face? Oh, has dad face? I've never been into Angelina Jolie. People ride high on her because she's got, like, these big, thick lips, and she is beautiful, I guess, but not my thing. I was never a huge... I mean, when she was Lara Croft in Tomb Raider, yes, she is very attractive. I'm not saying she's not attractive, just not my type. I don't know. And the fact that she had that really awkward relationship with Billy Bob Thornton was a little creepy. Kind of deterred me. Which show would you rather act in? Game of Thrones or The Wire or Stranger Things? Which show would you want to be an actor in? Probably Stranger Things. Only because I enjoy the other shows, and the Saints just got the punt return, and they made it almost to the 50-yard line. They're at like the 46, 47. He went right up the middle and just ran by everybody. They're starting at the 46 or 47. He fielded it in the end zone and went right up the middle. He barely even made any moves. He literally went right up the middle. One guy tried to shoestring tackle him. Didn't work out too well. Beautiful. Saints are starting maybe 45. It looked a little better from the angle I saw. Yeah, she looks exactly like John Voight. Isn't she John Voight's daughter? I feel like she's John Voight's daughter. The Saints just lost a lot. I'm pretty sure they just lost like 7 or 8 yards. They did a pitch back and Kamara got nailed instantly. Yeah, he lost. They were at the 45 and he went to the 38, 39. It's going to be 2nd and 17. He lost 7 yards. Ugh. Kamara's been playing. I mean, his stats look good, but he's been playing not like he usually does the last couple of games. He's had some late starts. Last game, he didn't have any yards till like the end of the second quarter, second half. Another one. Kamara basically gained back what he lost, so he got like 7 or 8 there. Oh, I'm sorry, D4C. You were right. You said he had dad face, looks like John Voight. I am half paying attention because I'm trying to pay attention to football. You did say that. I just want to see if I missed anything in the chat real quick. Kid is your name? I just used a synonym. Anyway, Breeze got the ball 3rd and 9, guys. They're not in field goal range. They're not even past midfield. But it's Drew Brees. Here we go. Lots of time. Pass caught. And I think it's Teddy Ginn. Is that Teddy Ginn Jr.? It's a first down. That's all I know. Yeah, it's Teddy Ginn. Teddy Ginn Jr. Catch for about 12, maybe 11. Beautiful. Beautiful sidearm catch. Breeze put it right where only he could get it. Breeze had tons of time. His O-line was giving him tons of time. Now they are within reach of field goal range. Breeze is 6 of 9, almost 100 yards and a touchdown in the first 6 minutes. Toss to Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill got about 5-6 yards. When you are 7 years old, would you be on a healthy diet or meat and have a higher chance of high blood pressure and die from a heart attack? It depends where I'm at. If I am a single old man at 70 and never got married, I would not give a crap. I would eat whatever the hell I want and risk the heart attack. If, which I assume I will, have a wife and kids, I will behave myself because I will want to see my family get older with me. If I am single at 70, I could care less. First down by Latavius Murray. Ran right up the middle. Gain of 5 or 6. Oh my. I totally forgot other teams were playing football because usually I have the red zone up in my bedroom. Totally forgot that I'm not watching the red zone and the Packers are winning. In case anyone cared, Packers are winning too. 7-0. Drew Brees, they're in field goal range. Well within field goal range. They're at the 26. Almost red zone. Drew Brees back far, tons of time. Deep pass, end zone, caught. Touchdown. Oh, what is going on? And it was Jared Cook again, but he looks like he got hurt. And there's a flag. Jared Cook, wide open, another 26-yard catch, but there's a flag. He caught it. They're showing the replay. Oh, I think they're going to say it was helmet to helmet. Yeah, he did helmet to helmet to a defenseless receiver, and it shook the ball loose at the end, but he had possession till the head-to-head. It might not count, but it's going to be on the 1 yard line if it don't, and it might be. He definitely caught it. Oh, my God. He's literally in flight, catching the ball, and before he landed, helmet to helmet, defenseless receiver. But what are they calling it? I don't think it's a catch because he did drop it after that. All right, so it's ruled a touchdown, but there's 15-yard penalty because of hitting a defenseless receiver. So they're either enforcing it on the kick or giving it to them on the extra point. I guess the Saints got to make a decision. It's up to the Saints, they said. Jared Cook stretched out and literally before he touched the ground was hit in mid-flight, helmet to helmet. He got shook up, but he actually jumped to his feet right after. That'll be 2 touchdowns by Jared Cook. 38-yard and a 26-yard. Dude's got 70 yards on 2 catches with 2 touchdowns. And Breeze has had plenty of time. Not for nothing. The Niners aren't playing great defense. They're not getting to Breeze. They're not covering the long pass. But Saints defense didn't do much on the Niners drive either. So that's what I was saying. This guy is saying, Blandino, who's the guy that does the analyzing, said the same thing as me. It's so close, but it was ruled a touchdown on the field, so they can't confirm it. So it's staying a touchdown. I think the Saints are going for 2 because because of the penalty, they're on the 1 yard line. So they're actually going for 2 points because they only got to go 1 yard because of the penalty after the fact. Taysom Hill on the outside, stopped dead to rights. Loss of fucking 3 or 4 yards. So honestly, the penalty could have hurt the Saints. The penalty made the Saints go for 2 when they probably shouldn't have. And now they're 13-7. They did not go for the extra point. Would you ever date an 80-year-old because don't you know the song Age Ain't Nothing But a Number? I would most likely never date an 80-year-old. I don't see the point. Like you either date people for love, money, or looks. I have plenty of money. I want to get married at this point, so I don't want to waste any time. And I don't care how much work you have done. you aren't going to look great at 80 years old. Even, I'm sure there are beautiful 80-year-olds, but there are much better 70-year-olds, 40-year-olds, and 30-year-olds. To repeat, Genru was in the last 2 Tekkens, not counting Tag Tournament or the special editions of 5 and 6. I don't remember. He must have been download. He must have been in download content because I don't remember him being in the official release of the games for any of them past 3 or 4. And I have them all at the arcade. At the arcade, I have 3, 4, 6, and 7 on machines. And maybe no one picks Genru. Maybe that's what it is. I don't ever remember seeing Genru, but I also don't have. I have the arcade cabinets, so you can't do download. You can't do DLC on the cabinets. I have the actual arcade machines, so maybe that's why. Maybe they're all DLC. Not sure. On the commercial break, guys, it is 13-6. Saints are winning. I am going to go get my pants because I'm literally wearing my dirty construction pants, and it's annoying me. So I'll be right back.
Jared Cook's been a big weapon for the Saints. Remember, they signed him to the big deal, 2 years, $15 million. He had a career year last year. Started off slow, then an ankle injury. But look at the last 4 games, and then today. They clearly see weakness now in the middle with the tight end. Cook is so athletic. He's disappointed him today. The issue is he's in the medical tent right now. Remember that hit, so there's
Doo-doo-doo-doo. All right, guys. Got my clean pants on. I got fresh socks. So, I want to see what Jared Cook did. They're showing the last touchdown. Jared Cook went inside, outside, and then back inside. He's literally between 2 defenders. He just got it. That pass was just right on the money. He had just enough room, but that guy did hit him helmet to helmet. I think it looks like they're taking him to get checked out. They might be making him get analyzed for a concussion because of the helmet to helmet. But it looked like they were taking him to the locker room. I could be wrong. He could be just pacing around. But it looked like he had his helmet off and was walking towards the locker room. It's absolutely that nobody picks Genru. I remember back in Tekken 3, I had a friend that was really good at Genru. I don't know if it's because he was good in Tekken 3 or there was like a glitch or something, but he might have just been good. But Genru was interesting. Reminded me of E-Honda. E-Honda. All right, what the frig just happened there? It looked like someone went off sides on the Niners and the Saints like smacked him on the helmet. Full start. Niners. I'll catch up on the chat in a second, guys. I've had my mom living with me. I was on mom duty the last couple of days. So on top of working like a nut, I had my mom in the living room. I have to set her up on the floor because she can't lay up on a bed because of her head injury. So I was taking care of her the last couple of days. My living room is a mess. Hence why you have a more zoomed in look and my table is gone. I had to move my table out. To set up a bed. So all the bedding and stuff is literally pushed against the wall behind the camera. And my table is pushed against the wall standing up over here. So that is why the living room angle might look different. But for tonight, I will have all that corrected. The Rick and Morty live stream tonight will be fixed. All right, we got Niners. Niners are 3rd and 12. They just got 2 yards on that last run, but they lost yards because of the false start. 3rd and 12 on their own 23. And it's a sack. Garoppolo nailed for a loss of like at least 10 yards. It's going to be 4th and like 24. Let's see. My guess is 4th and 23. Let's go. Let me see. 4th and 23 is my guess, but they're doing a timeout and they're not showing me the screen. Man, I just ragged on the Saints for playing sloppy D in the first drive. They're playing much, much better. And they're obviously kicking. They had to kick from the 5-yard line. So they're fielding it. Oh my God, the Saints fielded it at like the 48, and the same guy who just ran to the 50 on the last punt return just got to like the 28. So they're starting again. They're getting great starting field position. He fielded it. They're showing the replay here. He fielded it at the 47, 48, ran right up the middle again. Just like he's lightning quick. Right up the middle, tackled at the 28. So they're already well within field goal range. Saints are doing great on both defense and offense. Amazing. All right, so they're at the starting at the 29-yard line. Drive starting at the 29. Handoff Kamara, gain of 2. Kamara isn't doing a whole lot. Michael Thomas, I think, has 1 catch right now. All the work is being done by Breeze and Jared Cook. Breeze has almost 150 yards in the first quarter and 2 touchdowns, both by Jared Cook. It is 2nd and 8, 26-yard line. Pitch to the punt returner. I don't even know what his name is. He is quick as hell. Who is that? I don't know. I can't see who that is. I don't see him off. Is that Lewis? Turn around so I can see your name. I can't see his name. I don't know who that. He's a rookie, so I'm not familiar with all the rookies. What? He's a little guy, I'll tell you that. He reminds me of like, oh, it's Deontay Harris. Oh my God. I couldn't see. It looked like it was an M. I thought the H was an M, and I'm like, it looks like Deontay Harris, but it looks like it says Miles. I have bad eyes. Drew Brees, throw. Is that Thomas? Michael Thomas, 90 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 1. It's basically 2nd in inches. He caught that inches from the first down. Oh, Genru was unlockable. DLC. I figured because I have all the arcade cabinets. Richard Sherman looks angry on the defense of the Niners. I always forget Richard Sherman's over there. I'm so used to Richard Sherman being a Seahawk that I'm literally looking at him like, that guy looks a lot like Richard Sherman. And it is. All right, 2nd and 1 on the 11-yard line. Latavius Murray right up the middle, breaks a tackle, tackled at the 1. It is going to be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line, ticking down to the end seconds of the first quarter. The play clock's at 32. The game clock is at 22. So odds are the Saints are either going to rush it. My guess, Saints let this click down. Saints are going to let this click down. They're going to do it in the second quarter. I wish they went for it because Breeze could have got 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. Yeah, they're waiting. He's already trotting off to the sideline with 10 seconds left on the clock. And it is the end of the first quarter. Saints got the ball. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line, up 13-7. It is 13-7, not because of field goals, but because the Saints went for a 2-point conversion based off a penalty on the touchdown and missed the 2 points. So the Saints didn't go for the extra point. I really hope that doesn't bite them in the ass. If they lose this game by 1 point because of it's almost like the penalty on the Niners might have helped the Niners because they didn't convert the 2 points. Anybody got any questions? Write in the chat. What is going on? There is a lot of questions about other things. Aren't you already 70? Yes, I am 70. When you are 70 years old, would you be healthy? Oh, you already said that. Don't you always want to know how it feels? I don't, because I don't want it to happen, but I heard, a heart attack? I wouldn't say I want to know how it feels, but I don't know. It's like some people say I want to get shot. Like I want to know how it feels to get shot. You really don't want to know, but I get the curiosity. But What are you going to be like? Oh my God, that was awesome. But now you got to deal with the fact you've been shot, and that would be a long recovery. No matter where you were shot, even if you survive, that's going to suck. Would you ever date an 80-year-old because don't you? Oh, I already saw that. Oh, this is the phone that keeps scrolling back down. I forgot. Would you rather take steroids or work until you're 100 at an office job that you work for 80 hours a week? I would rather take steroids. I despise office jobs. I've never in my life done anything but construction and the arcade, and I did that because I love it. I've done construction at commercial buildings where people had office jobs, and I've become friends with them, and they literally are like, I envy you. I want to kill myself because I go to the same place every day and do the same thing, and I always told myself I would never do that. I would rather kill myself than be in a repetitive. Some people like that. I'm not mocking office jobs. Some people dig it. Some people like being in an office job because you can play around on your phone and be lazy, and I just like being hands-on. So to each his own, but I am a physical guy, and I like to be outside using my hands and lifting shit. It's absolutely that nobody picks Genru. Great one, kid. Saints ball. The second quarter is starting. Saints 13-7 at the 1 yard line, 1st and goal. So Saints got 4 shots getting this in, if you count the 4th down. No, he was unlockable, not DLC. All right, here we go. Drew Brees. 1st and goal. Drew Brees. Oh, wait. They're spotted on the 3. I think that's a really shitty spot unless his knee touched and I didn't see it. Wide open catch. And it's Taysom. Oh, no, it's the tight end Hill, not Taysom Hill. I saw Hill, and I'm like, why is Hill so tall? Tight end Hill just caught touchdown pass number 3 from Drew Brees 2 seconds into the 2nd quarter. So the Saints now, they might go for 2 again because now they're going to be a point down if the Niners just go shot for shot. So now Brees got 3 touchdowns, all to tight ends. 2 for Jared Cook, 1 for Josh Hill, all tight end touchdowns, and they are going for 2 points. I figured they would because you might as well now. Oh, no, they aren't. They're actually going for the extra point. And it's made. So it's 20-7. Maybe the Saints are playing it safe because they got a lead. I mean, if the Niners settle for a field goal, yeah, I get it. If the Niners settle for a field goal on one of the plays, that extra point will help them in the end. So, have you ever spent more than $30,000 in one night? And if you have, and how much have you spent in one night? I'm assuming you meant, have I ever spent $30,000 in one night? Yes, because I bought a car cash. I bought a truck when I was through college. I had worked my ass off through college, saved up a shitload of money, and I said this in another stream, I bought the year that Fast and the Furious came out, the original. Paul Walker drove a red Ford Lightning pickup truck, fast as shit, fastest pickup truck ever made at the time. 380 horsepower, supercharged, little F-150 pickup. I bought it right off the showroom floor, $38,000 cash. I literally walked in with a shoebox, and I was all dirty in construction shit, and they were like, yeah, what does this kid want? I go, I want that truck, $38,000, gave it to him in a shoebox, and they were baffled. The guy that I bought it from was like, I've never seen this in my life. I don't even know how to handle this. They had to call out like 3 money men, and they had to sit there and count it like on the table, literally $38,000 in cash. So yes, I've spent $38,000 in one day. But it was for a car, and I bought it cash. So it's not like it was like, what are you, crazy? It's like I got a deal. It was like a $47,000 truck, and I got it for $38,000 because I paid cash. I got a deal. So that's the only reason I would ever spend that kind of cash. Do you think Tekken times Street Fighter is still happening? Probably not. I don't think, honestly, I feel like fighting games have gone the way of the console, and I feel like a lot of things that would have normally happened aren't. Garoppolo has launched a pass deep, and the defense fell. Oh my God, no friggin' way. Garoppolo on 1st down just threw like an 80-yard bomb, and the defense fell. Emmanuel Sanders caught it, got up, and just outran two guys on his side. First play of the drive. It is only 10 seconds into their drive. Emmanuel Sanders, the safety, picked him up. Emmanuel Sanders, the safety, no. I don't even know what the frig just happened. 3 guys blew coverage on that play. The guy at the line missed his man. The corner covered him, and then the safety covered the corner because the corner fell, and the safety fell after that. All 3 guys fell. Then Emmanuel Sanders fell, but no one was near him because all 3 of the Saints guys fell. And Emmanuel Sanders got up and just trotted into the end zone. Touchdown, no flags, extra point is good. 20-14, Niners are losing by 6. Garoppolo literally just got an 80-yard touchdown pass. I think Sanders got the first 2. Sanders got 130 yards on 3 catches. Right now, Sanders on the Niners has 3 catches for 130 yards. What the hell is going on? And I think Sanders got the first touchdown too. So right now, Sanders and Jared Cook have a combined 200-plus yards, and it just started the second quarter. Jesus Christmas. I'm not worried about the debt that comes when getting with getting shot. Remember, to prevent getting rabies, you need to get 5 shots into your stomach, and each injection costs $1,300, or get rabies, which isn't curable or treatable. Well, $1,300. I mean, I'm assuming insurance covers rabies. I've never had rabies before. I've never gotten a rabies shot. So I'm assuming insurance would cover that, but that is a hefty amount of money. Earlier this year, was it earlier this year? Right before I started doing YouTube last year, so it was around October, around this time last year, I had a throat disease. I don't know what you'd call it. Wouldn't even call it. I guess it's a disease, a sickness. I had something wrong with my throat that no one could detect. I went to a hospital specialist. Finally, someone figured it out. It was a 1 in 10 million thing where my epiglottis in my throat had a cyst on it, and you couldn't see the cyst because it was underneath in my mouth, and it was nothing that's contagious, nothing that I caused. It was just a 1 in 10 million thing, and I was in the hospital for 3 weeks and almost died like once or twice because I kept choking, and I was like losing consciousness, and that right there was like $50,000 or $60,000. But I have coverage, so I didn't have to pay for that. So, I mean, if you count shit like that, that cost 50, 60 grand. It was on one trip to the hospital, but it was over the course of a 3 weeks to a month of like treatment. Are all your cars black, and do you like BBC? No, none of my cars are black. I have 13 cars, and I don't think one is black. I have a black 1950 Cadillac. So if you count that, but I don't have it insured. It basically sits in the garage. It is a antique collectible that I basically drive twice a year. So it is currently in the garage, parked, but out of my fleet of trucks and all my personal vehicles, that is the only one that is black, and it's not even registered or driven at this point. Emmanuel Sanders, I apologize. I said Emmanuel Sanders had 130. It's only 125. 5 touchdowns in the first quarter, basically. They're 10 seconds into the second quarter. So basically in the first quarter, there is 5 touchdowns between both teams. That is insane. I don't know what the over-under was on this game. Saints were favored by 2 points. So the Saints are home. That's the only reason they're favored. They have exact same records, 10-2. The Niners are considered slightly better. Usually the home team gets 3 points. So the only reason the Saints didn't get 3 points is because they're saying the Niners are a better team, even though their records are the same. So right now the Saints are a 2-point favorite. They're winning by 6, and it's Saints ball. This is a crazy game. Jay, well, I technically do have a black car, D4C. I just don't drive it right now. But I do not think that makes you racist if you don't have a black car. The ball was just fumbled on the first down by Michael Thomas, but he might have been out of bounds, and either way, the ball went out of bounds, so it doesn't matter. I think it's 2nd and inches because they're not giving him the first down. Or did Michael Thomas drop it? No, it's definitely a catch. Yeah, it was definitely a fumble. Definitely a fumble by Michael Thomas, but the ball went out of bounds, so it doesn't matter. And they missed the first down, yeah, about a yard. So it's going to be 2nd and 1. They didn't even pass their own 20 yet. Oh, no, they just did. So they're at the 23-yard line of the Saints. Latavius Murray up the middle, first down. Sounds like something a racist would say. Rabies is rare, like 4 reported cases a year type of rare. Is it really that rare? I didn't think it was that rare. He wasn't rich or anything, but he bought it without a loan. I know this guy who bought a house while in the military before he was 20. That's doable. I mean, my parents did that, but also things were much different back then. My dad bought his first house when he was like 19. He obviously didn't pay for it cash, but that was pretty normal back in my parents' generation. My parents are in their 60s. So back then that was normal. I easily could have bought my own house in my early 20s. I worked a lot, guys. I started working when I was 15. I started working like 60 hours a week in high school. I was working 40 to 60 hours a week. After high school, Kamara just ran up the middle, hurdled a guy well beyond the 50-yard line, gain of like 20-something. There's what I was saying before. Kamara sometimes it takes a little while to get going. They were on the 40. Kamara right up the middle, hurdled a man at the 50, got about 20 yards on that. But yeah, I'm 38 now, so obviously I am much beyond those questions as far as being younger. Saints ball, 44-yard line, first down. Drew Brees got plenty of time, pass. Latavius Murray shook a tackle down the sideline, broke a second tackle, almost broke a third tackle. He literally was trotting down the sideline, almost out of bounds, and broke every tackle, almost 3 straight. It is 1st and 10 at the 30. Both offenses are playing crazy. Either that or both defenses are playing like shit. All I know is Garoppolo and Brees are on the money with their passes. Beautiful. Michael Thomas, they're saying that the reason the second tackle was botched is because Michael Thomas threw in a chip block there. Oh, shit. Brees is... Oh, my God, in heaven. Drew Brees almost got killed, but he got a 2-yard completion to Ted Ginn. 2nd and about 8, maybe. I think... there it goes. I was going to say, the game clock is showing first down, but there's no way they got a first down. I think that was about 2 yards. It's going to be like 2nd and 8. I will come back from the chat in a second. I'm just trying to watch the Saints drive. Come back to the chat in a second. Anybody got any questions? I can't show the TV. Brees is 13 of 16, 175 yards, 3 touchdowns, and it's only 15 minutes into the game. Drew Brees. Oh, no, it was Taysom Hill. Faked the handoff, gained 1 yard. I feel like they have totally figured out Taysom Hill. Like, when you put Taysom Hill in at quarterback, it's 90% chance a run by him. And all these teams know that by now. He still does get into his plays, but it isn't working like it used to. Oh, a Niners guy is injured. It's going to be an injury timeout. Who is that? Niners got an injury on defense. I can't see who it is because everybody is covering his body. Witherspoon. The guy that made the tackle. Witherspoon did like a knee tackle, and he is on the ground in pain. So there's a timeout, injury timeout. Back to the chat. Anyone have any questions? Both offenses are playing stellar. There's 5 touchdowns in the first 15 minutes of the Saints-Niners game. 5 touchdowns in 15 minutes. That is insane. The over-under, I'm guessing, had to be like 48 points or more. Saints always have high-scoring games, so the over-under had to be around 50. Anyone in the chat want to look it up and let me know? I'd be curious because I can't look it up because I don't have the ability. But if anyone wants to look it up, I did see the Saints were favored by 1.5 to 2.5, depending on the site. So the Saints were favored to win. But that's because they're home, and every home team is favored unless they're that bad. Ugh. Anyway, back to the chat. OG Stoner Robinson, Who Dat Nation, what's up, OG Stoner? If you're watching the game, it is a good game, very offensive, but the Saints did miss a 2-point conversion. So if the Niners score, if they keep going head-to-head like this, the Niners could potentially win by a point, and I hate that hangs over my head right now because every time they score, I want them to go for another 2-point conversion because I want them to even it up at an even, touchdown extra point ratio. Sounds like something. Okay, I'm missing the best game of the year. OG Stoner, what are you driving or are you just not able to see it? I almost missed it myself. I got home from work literally as the game was starting. I threw up the camera and threw this together. I do it every week. I missed like 1 or 2, I think, back when my mom got injured. But this is a very good game. 5 touchdowns in 15 minutes. It is 20-14. Saints are in the red zone. I think they're past the 10-yard line now. It's a timeout though. I'm in NC. I got the Panthers game. Oh, okay. I'm surprised they didn't televise this game everywhere. I mean, I guess that makes sense if where you are. The Jets are playing right now, and I'm in Jersey. Jets are playing right now, but the Jets are on Channel 2. I'm assuming the Giants are the afternoon or the night maybe, because even though the Giants have no shot, they would have sidelined this game for the Giants if the Giants were playing right now, unless I'm wrong. But the Giants, no matter how shitty they're playing, always have priority because I'm in Jersey. Breeze at the 10-yard line, plenty of time to throw. Pass completed, first down. Who is that? Kamara. Are they giving it to him? I think they're giving him the first down because it was 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. They're not calling it yet, but I think, yep, 1st and goal. Beautiful. Kamara was right at the line. I'm not going to lie. That might have been a generous spot. Let's see. Catch. Turn. No, he got it. They pulled him back. He definitely got it. He brought the ball over, got the first down, and then they pulled him back. Definitely first down. Kamara. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Saints 2014. Pitch to Kamara. Down the side. No gain. Maybe a half a yard if they're generous. I'll come back to the chat, guys. No, I don't think there was any gain. Maybe a couple inches, but they're still basically at the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. 4-yard line. Saints ball. 9 minutes in the 2nd quarter. Alvin, see, this is what I was saying before. Alvin Kamara, earlier, 20 catches. Later half, 5 catches. Touchdowns, 3. This year, 0. Or recently in the red zone, 0. Kamara has 0 touchdowns catching this season. Last season, he had friggin' 8 or something. Breeze. And there's Josh Hill again. It was almost another tight end touchdown. I think it's going to be 3rd and 2. They got Josh Hill on the outside, a pass from Drew Brees, but he was stopped almost immediately. That would have been 4 touchdowns to tight ends, 2 to Cook, 2 to Hill, but it is now 3rd and goal from the 2. 3rd and goal from the 2. Saints up 20-14, 8 minutes in the 2nd quarter. Brees already has 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. Playing phenomenal. His stats are insane right now. I hope he throws this. I don't want to hand off, but there it goes. Kamara, looks like a touchdown, but they didn't call it yet. They're saying he didn't get it. They're saying 4th and an inch. Kamara went right up the middle on a handoff. I want to see the replay. I think he got it. I need to see from the side angle. They're showing from an upwards angle. No, he didn't get it. See, that's why you got to see. Oh, my God, it's so close. Hey, they're probably right, though. I'll say the refs are right. They're going for it on 4th and inches, goal line. 4th and inches. It's literally the goal. It's touching the end zone. They're literally an inch. 4th and an inch. Oh my God. Breeze jumps. Touchdown. Quarterback sneak. Drew Brees. Touchdown. Breeze has now got over 200 yards throwing, 3 touchdowns throwing, and a rushing touchdown. Drew Brees is playing phenomenal. He leaped over everybody, just got the nose of the football over and pulled it back. Exactly what you need to do as a quarterback. Protected his body, but made sure he got the touchdown. And no one was even, honestly, he leapt right into the perfect spot. He didn't even fall on a guy. He leapt right to the left. No one there, fell right on the ground. Honestly, what is he looking at? He's looking at his hand. I don't like that Drew Brees is doing something with his hand. Maybe he's just taking off his glove. I do not like when Drew Brees looks at his hand because he was looking at his throwing hand, which is the thumb he fucked up earlier this year. It is halfway through the second quarter. Saints 27-14. 4 touchdowns in a quarter and a half, guys. Everyone's doing good. Thomas, right now, Thomas isn't playing bad. They're just not really utilizing him. They're using all the tight ends in Kamara right now. Basically, Thomas has got double coverage on him, so they're utilizing their tight ends. They're doing what they got to do. Anyway, let's go back to the chat. He bought it in the 2000s right before the recession. Oh, how's it? Yeah, well then, yeah, he probably got a killer deal. Mortgages were low. He also lost it in the divorce, but that point remains. That sucks. So not only was he a hard worker to buy a house at 20, but he got married really young. It looks like that guy who tried to rush through life. I almost did the same. If you guys remember, I told you I was engaged at 19. I was in high school, working 40 to 60 hours out of high school, working 80 hours, got engaged at 19, lived with my fiance, was going to buy a house in my 20s. I literally had money, like that kind of money saved up where I could have bought a house. When I was around 22, right before we were about to get married and buy a house, shit fell apart, never happened, never did it. So I am happy I didn't, because I would have probably regretted it and I would have probably got divorced and lost the house as well. Instead, that is why I bought the truck. If you do the math, Fast and the Furious came out around 99, 2000. That is when I was getting out of college and engaged, and I was going to buy a house, and instead I went into Ford, the dealership, and gave them the $38,000 I had to put down on a house. I used to buy a brand new Ford Lightning pickup cash money. So instead of buying a house, I bought a $38,000 truck cash. But I don't regret it. That was one of the greatest vehicles I ever bought. One of my favorite trucks ever. I have since owned probably 20 different trucks. And that might still be one of my favorite. I also had an SRT-10 Dodge Viper truck. Crazy fast, 4-door, sunroof, the whole 9 yards. That truck was $65,000 off the showroom floor. I think with tax it was like 68 grand or something. It was crazy. But I like me some trucks. That was black, by the way. Great one, kid in D4C. I bought a black on black SRT-10 Dodge Viper truck. 10 people in the chat. You got any questions? Saints just scored a 4th touchdown. 7.5 minutes into the second quarter. Saints are 27-14 with 4 touchdowns. I don't like that after the touchdown, Breeze was looking at his hand. He might have just been taking his glove off, but I'm paranoid. And now Peyton is in his face, like not being mean, just like discussing something. He might just be saying, "You're doing good." But I get paranoid, and I don't like that he was looking at his hand. I think it's nothing, though. See, the commentators are saying what I said before. They're saying, is this a bang-up offense on both sides, or is the defense just playing so bad? I think it's a little of both. Both offenses are playing great, but the defenses aren't looking to do a whole lot. I mean, the Saints defense is clearly playing better. I like that Garoppolo. Oh, my God. Wide open, like 30-yard pass, maybe 25-yard pass, Garoppolo. Garoppolo has 180 yards on 7 throws because one was an 80-yarder and one was like a 40-yarder. So Garoppolo literally has almost 200 yards on 7 throws. And every guy is wide open. That dude, I think it was Samuels. That was Samuels. So right now, Debo Samuel and Emmanuel Sanders have almost 200 yards combined on 5 catches. They're almost past midfield. Handoff right down the side. Broke a tackle up the sideline around the 40-yard line. Almost in field goal range. It's almost like these defenses aren't even trying. Their offenses are scoring so quick. It's ridiculous. They've had the ball 1 minute. They've already went 50 yards. Insane. Have you seen that Les Miserables fighting game called Arm Joe? I did not, and I cannot even believe that is true. Rival Schools was awesome. Capcom's Rival Schools fighting game. I loved that game. Didn't go over too well. I had it on arcade. I literally had the official Rival Schools arcade cabinet at the arcade. Obviously no more, because it made no money. Oh my God, there is a pitch back. Oh my God, wide open pass again, touchdown Niners. They did a trick play. Is that Emmanuel Sanders again? Who is that? Oh no, it's I always forget how to pronounce his name. It's like Musette or Musette. And Emmanuel Sanders threw the pass. So Emmanuel Sanders has 2 touchdowns and just threw a touchdown for like 50 yards. What was the yardage on that? They were past midfield. Had to be at least 30 or 40 yards. This game is a joke, guys. That is the 7th touchdown. 1, 2, 3. That is the 7th touchdown. 7 touchdowns in 20 minutes. 19 minutes. Oh, no, that's right. In a little over 20 minutes. 7 touchdowns, and it isn't even after the second half. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my God. Don't speak it into existence. OG Stoner. I'm not one of the... I know there's a lot of people that say you'll jinx it with stuff. My only superstition is I usually take shots on every touchdown. I would be dead, guys. I have a fresh bottle of Wild Turkey. I would be on my 7th shot in 20 minutes of 101. I think the bottle's over. Where is it? I just had it over by me. Oh, here it is. I literally went out the other day and bought a fresh bottle of Wild Turkey 101. But I got to drive at 4:30 an hour to Phillipsburg to go on a Santa train ride. So 1, I don't want to be driving an hour drunk. And 2, I don't want to be hanging out with my friends and meet Santa obliterated. But this would have been an all-time... I might do a shot or 2 just to, like, get my juices flowing. But, I mean, you can legally drive on a shot or 2. The legal limit in my state is 0.08, and that's about a shot and a half of Wild Turkey 101. Granted, if I took them now, maybe I'll take them before the half, because that'll give me time to get it out of my system as well. I'll definitely do a shot or 2, but I'll also do one if the Saints have a victory. But like I said, it'll give me plenty of time to sober up. Can you take just 1 shot? I will, great one, kid. I might do one. If they have a time, I'm going to wait to see what the Saints do here. Saints score on this drive, I'll take one. If not, I'll take one at the half. It's 5 minutes in the second quarter. So we'll see what happens. If the Saints score, I'll take a shot. If not, I'll take one at the end of the second quarter. 27-21, Saints are winning. 7 touchdowns in the first 20 minutes. Why does the car have to be black, racist? Nah, let me go back. I'm missing some stuff. I can't believe there is a Les Miserables fighting game. You probably talked more about it. Taysom Hill has taken the snap. He's back. Plenty of time. Almost got tackled right up the middle. Gain of about 6 or 7. That was a nice play. He faked the handoff, didn't run it. No one expected it. He had plenty of time to throw, waited it out, ran up the middle, 6-yard gain. See, that's what he's got to do. He's got to mix it up. He can't just run it every time. It's getting caught too quick. I almost don't, even though I love Taysom Hill, I almost don't want him even in the game right now because I want Breeze to pad up his stats. He is on pace right now to have one of the greatest games of his career. I almost want to see Drew Brees just do everything under the sun to get stats. Handoff Kamara. Gain of about 2. It's going to be 3rd and 2, and they're pinned deep, guys. So this might be, the Saints have scored on every drive so far. A touchdown. Touchdown on every drive by the Saints. 3rd and 1. I thought it was 3rd and 2. 3rd and 1. Taysom Hill is going in. Drew Brees is coming out. Drew Brees is out. Taysom Hill in. 3rd and 1. Now, are they going to do what I expect and have Taysom Hill just power it through the middle? In this situation, I wouldn't mind because all he needs is a yard, and he's a big dude. He's a hefty man. No one in the backfield. Everyone spread out. Taysom Hill off the sideline, tackled for a loss, but there's a flag on the play. I think it's holding Saints. I think it's... Yeah, it's holding Saints, so they're going to decline. Taysom Hill, see, they didn't go up the middle. Taysom Hill didn't even fake it because no one was in the backfield. Everyone was spread wide. The funny thing is the guy that did the holding didn't even matter. He still got tackled by the guy that was being held. So not only did he get held, but the guy still got the tackle off with the penalty. That is the first drive the Saints didn't make it. And they had Taysom Hill in twice at quarterback. Why are you ruining a good thing when Brees is on fire? Oh! They might have just had a roughing the kicker, but no flag. All right. Oh, there is a flag. They might have had a roughing the kicker. The kicker, Morstead fell. But I didn't see the flag during the kick. It might be after the fact. All right. Receiving team, which is the Niners, holding penalty. So none of the yardage counted on the return, and it's 10 yards backed up. So that helps. They're going to be back at their own 20, so they got to go 80 yards. But they've been doing it every drive. I think the Niners kicked once, and the Saints have now kicked once. So if the Niners score here, they're going to be up by 1 frigging point. And I know OG Stoner said it, don't jinx it into existence, but I want people to understand that extra point that the Saints missed could totally ruin everything. Who knows? Let's go into the chat. OG Stoner, let's go. The GOAT, Mr. Breeze. What team do you think is the worst performing in the NFL history and why? Is it the Lions? No way. Not the Lions. You'd have to say the worst team in the NFL in history. I mean, the Lions are probably in the top 3 worst teams in history. I'm trying to think who I would pick. I mean, the Browns are probably up there. If you're talking in the Super Bowl era, the Browns have never won a Super Bowl. They won championships back when Joe Brown played, but that was before Super Bowl was a thing. Back then they had championship games. Back in like the 70s, I think it was, the Browns won a lot. Joe Brown, stud of a man, great running back. I would say, I mean, the Lions are probably up there, but if I had to think off the top of my head, I'm trying to run through all the teams. Browns have got to be one of the statistically worst teams in history. I mean, I'm sure you can look it up. What is statistically the worst team based on overall record? Because some people might have worse records overall, but won Super Bowls and championships. I want to say the Browns. In my lifetime, I'm 38. In my lifetime, I would say the Browns got to be one of the worst teams. Because I've seen the Lions, even though they haven't won a whole lot, I've seen the Lions have some studs. Like they had Calvin Johnson breaking records all the time. They made the playoffs a bunch of times. But I don't know. I would say, the Lions might be up in there. Nah, he got married in his late 20s and remarried in his 30s. The day his first divorce was finalized, that day it does, in fact, mean he was divorced twice. Why does the car have to be black? Racist. Don't speak it into existence. Do you see that Skullgirls got a re-release on PC? Someone at the arcade told me Skullgirls got a PC release. Did they change it up a whole lot? I didn't know about that. So the Niners are exactly the same as this. All right. So both teams now have 3 touchdowns and a punt. Well, the Saints got a 4th. But the Niners on this drive can even it up. And they have 8 combined Both teams have 8 combined plays of 20-plus yards or more. So that is the way this game is going. That's why there are 7 touchdowns. There are 8 plays combined by both teams of 20 yards or more. And Garoppolo right now is 8 of 9, almost 200 yards with 2 TDs. Both quarterbacks have like amazing stats right now. I think Breeze missed 3 passes. Garoppolo missed 1. But Garoppolo also got an 80-yard touchdown, which is why his yardage is close to Breeze's. Garoppolo, plenty of time, dancing around, pass caught, tight end, loss of almost 10 yards. He threw it backwards. It's got to be a loss of 9. It's going to be 3rd down and like 20, and they're at their own 10. So I really hope the Saints defense doesn't let up another. Right now, Garoppolo has 3 passes for over 30 yards in this game. So I really hope the Saints don't shit the bed on this play. I didn't see the yardage yet, but it's going to be 3rd and 20 or something close. Show me the stat. 3rd and 10. So they must have gained a lot on that first run. At the 20, back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Please, Saints, let them die. Up, catch. And he missed the tackle. First down. And he made another 10 yards after the miss. So he got about 20 yards. Even if it was 3rd and 20, I'm pretty sure he would have converted. And it was Kittle. Let's see here. Kittle caught it for 5 yards. Almost got tackled. Got the first down. Ran up the sideline. Got another 12 after the catch. He got about 21, 22 yards on the catch and run. Great. That was the Saints' chance to put a kibosh on the momentum of the offense. But here we go. Back to things as usual. Niners are running down. And that's also now Garoppolo's over 200 yards. Davenport on the Saints D is limping off the field. Injury timeout. Can you take just one shot? I will take a shot. I smoke a blunt before the game and halftime. OG Stoner, I would definitely believe you do that. I typically don't because I drink a lot. And I don't like to drink and smoke. You mean Jim? Oh, what did I say? Joe Brown? Did I say Joe Brown? I meant Jim Brown. I might have said Joe Brown. Jim Brown. Thank you, OG Stoner. What did I say? Joe Brown? Oh my God. Britta went right up the middle. Jesus Christmas. The defense is like non-existent. Britta just went up the middle for about 35 yards. They're now in field goal range, almost in the red zone. 2 minutes, 23 seconds in the second quarter. Let's see what he got here. They're at the 42. Britta ran right up the middle. He just ran right past everybody like they were standing still. I want to see where he got nailed. They were at the 42 when they started. Now they're at the 32 on the other side. So they got 30 yards on the run. And now Garoppolo's letting it click to the 2-minute warning. Timeout, 2-minute warning. They can literally go into this up a point. This is insane. All right, so Brown's overall record is a winning record. But that's probably including before the Super Bowl era. I want to know, D4C, if you don't mind, can you find out if that's got to be their record before the Super Bowl era too? Because there's no way they played that many games combined after the Super Bowl era. I don't think. That's way too many games. What is their combined record after the Super Bowl era? Because I started watching football in the 80s. And I don't know I know about players and stuff like that, but I don't know a whole lot about records and stuff before the 70s, Super Bowl era. Super Bowl started, I believe, in 73 or 74. So before that, I really don't know a whole lot about records from teams, regardless of the team. But since the 80s, I've been pretty solid. I mean, I was also a young kid. So since the late 90s, I've been very into football. Late 90s is when I was in high school. So that's when I really stepped up my game. Facts 100%. You mean Jim Brown? Who is the worst actor of all time? Show the TV, show the game. We hype. I cannot show the game. I will get suspended. I've already had my channel suspended for 3 months and got a strike against it for showing televisions during live streams. Not allowed to show the game or the television. It will get me immediately banned. I did it once, and within 10 minutes, I was shut down. 3-month ban. So don't do that anymore. 8th worst of all time. So the Browns' total record is the 8th worst of all time. But I think that includes pre-Super Bowl. Detroit Lions are 25th, so they have a much better record. Nobody cares. I got that backwards. Isaiah Eaton, what's up? Which team on the football would you be on, the Patriots or the Saints? I would definitely be on the Saints. I don't care if the Patriots have more championships or more Super Bowls, or I don't care. I want to be with a team I like, and I would 100% be on the Saints. The Saints seem like a great team, a great group of guys. I'm not saying the Patriots aren't, but not for nothing. The Patriots are hated by so many. I would never want to be on the Patriots because the only people that likes the Patriots are Patriot fans and a handful of other people. No one likes the Patriots. So I feel like everyone I talk to, when they're like, what team are you? Saints? Oh, the Saints are a good team. No one has anything bad to say about the Saints. The Saints are like a lovable team. And here we go. 2-minute warning, out of commercial break. Garoppolo faked the handoff. Gain of about 9. And there's a flag. I think I saw a flag. Yeah. Gain of 9, but there's a flag. Buccaneers, worst of all time. But the Buccaneers are also a much newer team. See, that's what I was trying to think of. If you're going statistically, there are a lot of teams. Illegal block in the back offense. So not only is the 9-yard play negated, but it's going to back them up to out of field goal range. That is huge. So it's going to be like third. Is it second or third? It might be second. Isaiah Eaton, what's up? I don't know if you're still here. I like how IOE Hype says nobody cares when I'm trying to explain that I can't show the TV. If you don't care, then you can politely leave. I don't need sass in my chat. 21-27. Oh, it's first down because the penalty negated the first down. 1st and 13. I'm just happy the 9 yards didn't count because that would have put them well within field goal range. And it's a timeout by the 49ers. So we got a timeout right now, guys. Yeah, that includes before the Super Bowl. What's up, Void? What's up? I saw I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Suhail Atalmanan? Suhail Atalmanan. That's what I'm saying. I think that's right. Seahawks fan. I don't know if there was a guy in the chat last time that was named Sahanova or something like that, who was also a Seahawks fan. And I said the same thing last week. Seahawks, one of my favorite teams. Obviously, I'm a Saints fan. But I do really enjoy watching the Seahawks. Love Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson. Like the Saints, I feel like the Seahawks are a more loved team by all than a hated team. It's like the Seahawks are just like a generally good guy type of team. You never see any drama. You never see any like things going on with the players or anything like that. And I love Russell Wilson. One of my favorite quarterbacks. I said in the last one, if I wasn't a Saints fan, I'd be a Pittsburgh Steelers fan because my brother lives there and I've always followed the team before he even moved out there. I always liked the Pittsburgh Steelers. So if I go AFC, I'm a Steelers fan. But I am, by law of my heart, a Saints fan. All I know is that it is 2nd and 6. The Niners are definitely well within field goal range, almost in the red zone. Up the middle, stopped short. It is going to be 3rd and 1. I really hope they hold them to the field goal. If they hold them to the field goal, the Saints will go into the half up 3 points. Right now, all the stats are very even. The rushing yards are even. The throwing yards are even. The touchdowns are only uneven by 1, and that's only because the Niners have had 1 less possession, and this is it. Timeout by the Saints. Minute 30. What's up, NX Void? I already said hi, I think. I'm a Seahawks fan. What's up, bud? Most fun team in the lead outside the Ravens. I also do enjoy, even though the Ravens are the rival of the Steelers, I never liked Flacco. Don't ask me why. I think Flacco was praised too much. The dude didn't really do anything personally. I just thought he was given way too much credit in the beginning of his career, which made me kind of dislike the Ravens during his run. But I really enjoy watching the Ravens now. The new quarterback is stellar. Pitch back. Niners just got a gain of like 20 on a run, easily the first down. It was 3rd and 1, and they got like 20 yards. So it's 1st and goal, but they are running out of time, and they only have 1 timeout left. So they got to start speeding up, but I think they're at the 9-yard line or something. So a minute's a lot of time when you're on the 9-yard line. Let me see where he ended up. These numbers are as of 2011. Well, statistically, the Saints are the 7th worst performing team, so I don't know who would hate them. Yeah, that's what it was. I was going to say, if you go back to when I started watching the Saints, I started watching the Saints because they were a bad team. I'll explain later, but that is why I started watching them. Is that another timeout? Now the Niners did have 2 timeouts, so the Niners took another one. So they got 1 left. 45 seconds left, so they don't got a whole lot of time to frig around. But the reason I picked the Saints is I wasn't a football fan when I was a freshman in high school. Bunch of me and my friends literally put the 5 worst teams into a hat and we're like, we're going to become football fans and follow that team. And I picked the Saints. None of those people do I speak to anymore, but I don't know if they still ride or die with their teams, but I have ever since 96. So since 1996, we're talking 23 years, almost 24 years. I have over 24 jerseys. You can see I have my whole house decked out with Saints. I'm going to die. My whole house is decked out with Saints everywhere. Everything in my house, well, not everything. A lot of shit is Saints. False start, backed the Niners up 5 yards. So it is going to be, I think, about 15 yards. Would you rather, I'll go back to you, great one, kid. What's the score? I'm sorry, it is 27-21. The Niners are on the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, 10-yard line. Here we go. 27-21. Up the middle, touchdown. Not even a problem. Mustard, or whatever you call him. His name is literally Mustard, but it's pronounced Mostert. Mustard just tied the game. Extra point will lead them by a point. Niners just tied the game, 27-27. There has been 8 touchdowns in the first 2 quarters. Ridiculous amount. You can't even see you. My sister is gracefully trotting over here, but you can't see her. I have it positioned this way so you don't see all the couch and stuff. Here we go. The extra point will give them the lead. Is it good? And it's good. So, unless the Saints do something in 42 seconds, the Niners are going to lead by 1 point into the half. And the only reason is because there was a penalty on the first touchdown of the Saints that let them go to the 1-yard line. So the Saints, which I don't disagree with, the Saints figured, let's go for 2 because we got the penalty at the 1-yard line. They went for 2. Taysom Hill got nailed for a loss of 3 or 4 yards. So because of the Niners penalty, the Saints went for a 2-point conversion that they didn't score on. So basically the Niners penalty, in essence, got them the lead. Mostert. And then he, on 2 carries, he went right up the middle. He got smacked on the leg by barely, but easy touchdown. So now it is 4 touchdowns by both teams in the first half. Saints down by 1 point. Do you think the Seahawks are making it to the Super Bowl? I definitely don't think so because they're NFC, and I think the Saints are gonna. But I also don't think, even if it wasn't for the Saints, I just don't think the Seahawks got what I mean, like I said, I dig the Seahawks. I enjoy them. I just feel like the Seahawks aren't playing ball like they usually do. Still above average team by far, but there are so many good teams. I feel like, let me know if I'm wrong, guys, but I feel like this year there are more 10-2 teams than there usually are at this point. Like there are 5 or 6. I know there's at least 5. You got Patriots, Saints, Niners, Vikings might even be what are Vikings? Aren't they 11 in? Maybe the Viking. I can't remember the Viking score, but you have at least 5 teams that are 10-2. Usually, there's a lot more room to play with. So the Seahawks, who are 10-2 too, I believe, are the Seahawks 10-2 or are they 9-3? Either way, I think out of all the teams, the Seahawks are the least likely in the NFC of the Niners. I think it's either going to be Niners Saints in the Super Bowl, honestly. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Saints fan. I just think the two teams have amazing offenses and usually pretty solid defense, but right now they are not doing it. Yeah, the Saints are just going to let it tick down. That's it. The Saints just went for like a little shuffle pass. Someone called a timeout. The Saints used the timeout. It's 3rd down with 6 seconds. The Saints are way back, though. They got about 75 yards to go. 10-2. All right, so the Seahawks they're the other team I was thinking was 10-2. What are the Vikings? Are the Vikings 10-2? Or are they 11-1? I'm pretty sure the Vikings are 10-2 too. There's so many 10-2 teams. The Vikings are the only team I can't remember besides the Seahawks. And I figured the Seahawks, I think they're all 10-2. I can't recall. All I know is I feel like at this point of the year, there are not that many teams that have records like that. There's usually like 2 or 3 teams that are at 10-2 at this point. Murray up the middle, plenty of room, down the sideline, out of bounds at like the 47, but it doesn't matter. Time's up. That's it, guys. Halftime, the Niners 28, Saints 27. So sad. Vikings are 8-4? Why? Oh my God. I was going to say, are the Vikings 9? Oh my God. I would have never thought 8-4. I feel like the Vikings are so much better team than an 8-4 team. Am I crazy to think that? I feel like when I watch the Vikings, because I don't watch, that's the problem is, I don't watch the Vikings ever. Like, I think I've caught 1 or 2 games, but the games I saw, the Vikings seem like they're playing really well. Based on the way they looked, I would have never thought the Vikings were 8-4. That's crazy to me. Elliot Walker, Nicole Frazier, thank you for the 8-4. Welcome to the chat. It is halftime in the Saints game, 28-27. Both teams got 4 touchdowns, but the Saints went for a 2-point conversion and missed it, so they're down by 1. Now I'm going to see the highlights. Packers are winning. Falcons are winning. I mean, there's not a whole lot going on. I don't know what the over-under was on the Saints game, but I'm pretty sure it's either been already covered or is going to be in like a field goal. Usually Saints games have a 48 to a 52 point over-under because Saints games in general are high scoring. So most are 48 to 52. I was a heavy gambler back in the day. I could literally be I was trying to see what he said. I could literally be like a numbers runner for sports when it comes to football. I used to gamble so much. Nowadays, I don't watch nearly as much, like I said. I don't know the Vikings and stuff like that. But back in the day, I used to watch every single team and injury report every week. Nicole Frazier. Patriots, Ravens, Saints, Seahawks, Niners are 10-2. All right, so it was. I said it was either 5 or 6. The funny thing is, I thought the Seahawks were 9-3 and the Vikings were 10-2, but I was totally rearranged. Bang bang, Seahawks gang. What do we got? Nicole Frazier, you are new to the chat. I'm curious, what team are you a fan of? Elliot Walker, it's going to be Saints or Niners versus... Yeah, Elliot, I am totally agreeing. I'm thinking it's either going to be Saints or Niners. And I honestly don't think the Patriots are going to make it this year, though. AFC-wise, I think it's going to be Ravens, guys. I am riding high on the Ravens right now. They are playing such great football on both ends of the field, like the majority of the time. Granted, every team has a hiccup here and there. I think the Ravens are playing stellar football right now. I cannot in good faith say the Patriots are a better team than the Ravens. Brady is starting to complain about his O-line. He's pretty much got no one except Edelman. I mean, granted, he's got maybe he's got above average guys, but it ain't the Brady of old, which as far as who he's got to go to. You got no Gronk, no Amendola. Edelman's getting older. Brady's in his 40s. I will tell you this too. If the Patriots don't make it out of like the first round of the playoffs and don't make the Super Bowl, there is a good chance Brady might talk about retiring. Because why would he continue to play into his 40s when the team is getting worse? If the team was riding high and the team kept making Super Bowls, then by all means, but they have to go into like a rebuilding phase now. And if they don't get past the first round or make the Super Bowl, there is a good chance you might hear Breeze talk Breeze. Woo. God forbid I say that. You won't hear Brady. You will hear Brady talk about retirement. Breeze is looking great. He had the injury. Everyone got down on him for the first game back because he was a little sloppy. Breeze right now is having one of the best games of his career. 4 touchdowns, all by Breeze. 1 rushing, 3 throwing, over 200 yards in the first half. Breeze is playing like Breeze. Brady isn't messing up. Brady just doesn't have the weapons he used to have. Breeze is kind of like Brady, though. Breeze makes do, but Breeze definitely has better receivers than Brady, in my mind. I'm a Saints fan, by the way. Awesome, Elliot. Welcome to the chat, Saints fan. I do this every week. It is not the same as I usually do. Normally, I have the red zone set up. I have all sorts of things going on, but I was literally running in the house from work, barely got this up, and it's televised. I never get the Saints game televised where I am. I live in Jersey, so I never get Saints games here. But because of the impact of this game, the Saints, I said in the beginning, the Saints have the control of the NFC right now. If the Saints win out, they are number 1 seed. If the Niners win this, they now control the NFC. So this game is huge. It literally, if the Saints win, they are 1 game up on control of the NFC. If the Niners win, they're 1 up. So big game in my mind. It is televised. I'm ecstatic about that because whenever it's not televised, I've got to stream it off of I pay for it, but I got to stream it. And I didn't realize until I started doing live streams, it's a good 30 to 60 seconds delayed. So I would be literally going like, here we go, Saints, 1st and goal, and my phone would go, Saints, touchdown. And then I'm like, what? And then I look and it's like, oh, well, I just found out they scored. Totally ruined the whole game. It's very hard to do a live stream when you're notified on your phone 30 seconds before things happen. So what I started doing is I started putting up the live stat score, which is immediate, and then watching that as I watch the game so I know before my phone ruins it. Nicole Frazier, Jags are your favorite. What do you think of, what is his name? Minshew. What the hell's his name? Why am I forgetting his first name? Connor? Why am I forgetting that dude's name? I don't know. Connor Minshew? I can't think. Right now I'm brain farting. But I also like the Saints and Washington. Washington was my grandmother's favorite team before I even watched football. So I have a special place in my heart for Washington. Do you think the Bears will be on the wild card? Bears got a shot, but I doubt it, honestly. I don't think the Bears mathematically have a chance, but I don't think they're making it. The beginning of the year, I thought the Bears were definitely making the playoffs. I figured it would be a wild card in their case, but I really thought the Bears would make the playoffs. Trubisky is playing all right, but I don't know. Something about the Bears. They just didn't. They're going to probably miss it by 1 game. They're probably going to miss the wild card by 1 game, not make the playoffs. Breeze has another 2 years maybe, but I think this will be Brady's very last year at Super Bowl. Yeah, Elliot, I could see Brady, even if they don't make the Super Bowl, they're definitely going to make the playoffs. But even if they don't make the Super Bowl, I see the Patriots maybe getting Brady 1, maybe 2 more years if they don't make the Super Bowl. If they make the Super Bowl, Brady has a claim to keep going, but I don't see them doing that in that case. Tyler Perkins, you are correct, dude. Both teams need defense, but I want the Saints to have a better defense, clearly. All I know is offenses are playing like fire, and the defenses, I wouldn't even say the defenses are playing horrible. They're playing sloppy, but the offenses are just going for 80-yard bombs in that one play to, I think it was Sanders, it was either Samuel or Sanders on the Niners. That one play, 3 Saints fell. The guy covering the receiver fell. Then the corner picked him up. The corner fell on the catch. Then the safety picked him up and fell diving to stop the run. They had 3 guys fall. And Sanders, I think it was Sanders that caught it, fell after the second attempt, but the guy never touched him, so it wasn't down by contact. Like, weird shit is just happening. Do you think the Bears, the only way the Saints do better than the Lions is if you only count postseason games. We need defense. Is the game going to be shown? Elib, I cannot show. No one can show the game without consent of the NFL. So unless someone's doing YouTube that is friends with the NFL, you can't show the game. I've done it once before, and I got a 3-month suspension on live streaming on my channel. So stop doing that immediately. I don't even take a chance. I even get nervous. You can hear the background. I have the audio up loud enough where you can kind of hear the reactions, but I even get nervous about that because audio can get you flagged too. So you can kind of hear what's going on, but I don't even like to take a chance on that sometimes. It is what it is. Can't show the game. I'm in Richmond, Virginia, and trying to find the game. I apologize, dude. I can't do it. I don't even know where you stream it because I didn't have to. It's televised. Game will not be shown. Thank you, D4C. Games need to be shown. Snug Life 11. I can't show it. I apologize, but welcome to the chat. I enjoyed Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty tonight, live stream with me and my sister. We can't show the TV, but we watch it live and we react, and then I usually throw it up. Too bad, game will not be shown. Moved from NOLA in April and totally missing the Who Dat Nation. Elib, I totally feel you. I live in Jersey my whole life. I became a Saints fan in the 90s because of a story I told earlier, and I basically maybe get 2 or 3 games televised a year. One of them is always a Monday night, and I work Monday nights. I usually find the schedule out earlier in the year, and I even take work off because it's so few and far between that I get to see Saints games televised. I will literally take off of work to see a Monday night football game. But I'm pretty sure besides this game, I can only remember one other game that was televised in Jersey, and we're talking week 14. So I feel your pain. Go 49ers. LeBron the GOAT. Boo to you liking that. Everyone's welcome. I am obviously not a Niners fan. But I will say, besides today, I don't normally hate the Niners. Niners are a solid team. They've been pretty... I mean, if you're out of the drama and you don't have players that talk shit and act like asses, I usually don't hate your team. And the Niners have been pretty good at staying in my good graces. But today, I despise them. Saints need this game. Yes, they do, Tyler. Are you dying? Yes, I'm dying right now. Because I'm not actually dying. But the fact that I forget who it was in the chat. I don't even know if they're still here. But they said, I think OG Stoner was saying, don't jinx the game, because I kept saying the Niners are going to go into the half up 1 point because of that missed extra point. Or not the missed extra point. They went for 2 points. But I literally said they're going to go in the half up 1, the Niners. And it happened. I don't believe in superstitions like that, but it happened. So I blame myself. Grew up in New Jersey. My whole life I've been here. Elub, I guess you grew up here and now you're in Virginia. Was that what it said? Oh, moved to NOLA in April and totally missing the Who Dat Nation. Oh, moved from NOLA. So you went from Jersey to New Orleans, and I don't know where you are now. Maybe you're back in Jersey. You'd like NFL teams who'd start live streaming their games online. I would love if I got permission. Would you? Who the hell was it? I got permission from somebody. When I was doing the Steven Seagal tapes, I got permission from, was it Warner Brothers? Whatever the film company was that did all the early Steven Seagal films. I actually wrote them an email because I wanted to do a thing for my father to put a montage together, and I wrote them an email knowing it'd get flagged if I didn't ask, and they literally gave me permission. I can't make money, I can't monetize it, but they gave me permission to use the content. And sometimes I just like to do things. It's not about making money or anything like that. Sometimes I just like to do things, and they actually gave me written consent to use their material, which was pretty cool. So sometimes they'll do it, but I highly doubt the NFL will. You're talking $1 billion business. I think Minshew has a chance at being the franchise quarterback. I honestly thought so in the beginning. They still might make him, but it was one of those things where he came out on fire and then kind of like slowed his roll. Still not a bad quarterback, though. I could definitely see them doing that. The Jags need a rebuilding phase or something. The Jags had a couple years where they were like looking solid. This year was not one of them. But I don't hate the Jags. Jay only hates Minshew. Oh, no. Jay only hates teams. Sorry, the chat scrolled up. Second half has started. And don't forget, it's Niners ball. So not only do the Niners have a 1-point lead, but they got the ball. And only one drive on each side has been stopped. Both teams have scored on every drive except one. Jay only hates teams when the Saints are losing to them, so all the time. D4C. You're always ragging on the Saints, and they're having one of the best starts in the franchise history. I think it's the second best start in franchise history. Might be the third, but it's in the top 3 best starts in franchise history, I think. All right, we got Garoppolo backed up, plenty of time. Catch wide open for about 15 yards to the 36. Yet again, wide open passes. Garoppolo's throwing good balls, but his receivers have no one on them. There's so much room between. Like, if you're watching, there is a good 5 yards between the guy on both sides covering that receiver. There's no one around. And Garoppolo throws a good ball. Emmanuel Sanders has 150 yards on 5 catches. He's averaging 30 yards a catch. That is insane. 5 catches, averaging 30 yards. Honest opinion, who wins Super Bowl 54? Elliott? I think it's either Saints. I think it's going to be Saints-Ravens. If I put it this way, guys, if it was Patriots-Saints, I think the Saints got it. If the Ravens do make the Super Bowl, which I think they do, I put it this way. I want the Saints to win, but I wouldn't bet on it. Because the Ravens are a scary-looking team. I think it's going to be Ravens-Saints, and I think the Ravens got a better shot. I'm never going to say the Saints will lose, but I wouldn't put money on it. If the Saints got points, I would. Say the Saints get 6 points. I could see it being a low-scoring game. I could see it being not a low-scoring. Bobbled Saints interception. Thrown by Garoppolo. Kittle bobbled it. Saints interception, and they're already in field goal range. Saints, beautiful. Just what we needed. How the tides can turn. First turnover in the game, and it's on the opening drive of the second half. I want to see what happened. Garoppolo right up the middle. It was right to Kittle, I think. Or no, is it Kittle? No, not Kittle. It was to Sanders. Is that Sanders? It's either Samuel or Sanders. Sanders again. So it was another throw to Sanders. Intercepted. Kittle got the tackle, but I'm pretty sure they're inside the 40. So they're already in field goal range. Saints ball. Poo-poo. Boo. Saints up. And Father's Day video is still up to this day. And that Father's Day video is still up to this day. Yes, it is. I can't believe that is intercepted. That is beautiful. I was just going to say how no one has messed up except sloppy defense, and there you go. Right now, there is 400 yards passing by both guys, and that is the first turnover. Breeze has a 144 quarterback rating. Because of the interception, Garoppolo just dropped to a 128. Before the interception, pretty sure Garoppolo was a higher rating than Breeze. So here we go. They're at the 37-yard line, already in field goal range. Breeze got the ball. Oh, shit. Oh, I don't know how Breeze avoided that sack. Breeze just should have gotten sacked. I don't know how they missed the sack, but Breeze avoided the sack, threw it out to Ted Ginn, dropped the ball. I don't even mind because it could have been a loss of like 10 or 12 yards. 3rd and 7, but they are in relative field goal range. I think it's about a 49-yard, 48-yard from here. Richmond, Virginia now. Only game I saw in Superdome was in 2001 Saints vs. Niners. Everyone went to see the Niners. That's when the Saints were the Aints. Oh my God. I recall those years, dude. I've been watching since 96. I do recall. Please tell me there's a flag. No flag. 4th and 7. Shot to Breeze down low. Who is that? Ted Ginn? I think Ginn had a shot at it. But it was down pretty low. Let me see. Ginn had a shot at it, but there you go. The defender got a finger on it. That's why. I was going to say Ginn could have grabbed that, but the defender had a hand on it. 4th and 7. I think the Saints. Oh, it is a 55-yarder. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. 55-yard field goal by Lutz. 12 straight field goals right now by Lutz. Boom. Right down the middle. Money. Beautiful. Saints get the lead back on the turnover. Interception by Garoppolo because Sanders bobbled the ball. So Sanders, who's averaging 30 yards a catch on 5 catches, 150 yards, bobbled the ball into the arms of the Saints. Saints got a field goal out of it. So the Saints are winning by 2 points. Beautiful. Back to the chat. Poo-poo says B and then says boo Saints suck. You a good guy. All right. You can say the Saints suck. You have it's your opinion as long as you say I'm a good guy. Let's go. Nicole Frazier still in the chat. Yes, who dat? Elib. ViewMasters React. What was your favorite thing when you were a child, like your favorite show? I watched a lot of Muppet Babies. I watched a lot of Quantum Leap. Quantum Leap came out in the mid-70s. I was probably like 8 when I caught on. It used to come on USA on reruns. So it had to be when I was like 8 or 9 years old. I got really into science fiction, Star Wars. Quantum Leap was one of my favorite shows. Weird show for a young kid to like, but I was really into it. Okay, I'm going to be doing this now. 4:30. Oh, at 4:30? Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. My sister's just giving me, I told them we're going to see Polar Express. My sister's giving me the update. All right, so they're taking their own car?
No, they're going to come in Robbie's truck.
Oh, they'll all fit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's like, if I clean out my truck.
No Iris?
No.
Okay, good, because that's good. We all fit.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have to drive to Polar Express, guys. I will be taking a shot. I told them I wasn't taking shots in fear of the fact I might have to in case of emergency. Oh, I do not. My sister's lovely friend will be driving us. So I will be getting a shot glass now and taking a pig. Hell yeah, let's go Saints. Thoughts on Tyler Lockett? I love Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett, no joke. I'm not saying that because you said that. Tyler Lockett, one of my favorite receivers in football right now. He is on 2 of my fantasy teams, and I literally intentionally go for Tyler Lockett because he always consistently performs. This year, I feel like he had more down games than he usually does, but I love Tyler Lockett. Love Russell Wilson, too. I know it's not going to happen. Maybe it would in the future, but I would love if Russell Wilson got a little older and the Seahawks dropped him and the Saints picked him up as a veteran. I would love Russell Wilson as a Saints quarterback after Breeze retires. But who knows if that'll happen. Love I love that duo. Tyler Lockett, Russell Wilson, amazing duo. Hell yeah, let's go. Great one, kid. It was Quantum Leap. Steve Horsey knew it. It's let's... Saints back in front. All right, the kick is it's through the end zone. Touchback. Niners ball. That's it, girl. Muppet Babies theme song in my head now. Oh my God, great theme song. Everything about Muppet Babies was great. I just saw, I thought like for some reason, I felt like I was the only one that watched Muppet Babies. And I saw like best show of the, I forget it was 80s or 90s. But Muppet Babies won for greatest show of the 80s or not. I don't, maybe it was animated shows or maybe it was like kids shows. I can't remember. But Muppet Babies won #1 in this category. And I don't remember what it is, but just the fact it won first place in any category is saying a lot. I was like, holy shit, did that many people watch Muppet Babies? For some reason, I just felt like it was like missed by a lot of people. But Muppet Babies was friggin' awesome. How do you feel about the current state of Star Wars? I'm okay with it. Mandalorian, I love. All the Mandalorians are up on my channel. You want to see reactions? You could see the video while I react. Those I do chop ups. I don't watch them live. All the Mandalorians are up. Love the Mandalorian. The last 2 episodes slow down a little, but still very good. The movie world, I'm okay with, but a lot of missteps in the movie world. I'm still okay with it. I don't hate it. Saints D is stepping up, guys. It is now 3rd and about 4, and they're pinned back deep. 3rd and 4. If the Saints stop them here, this is very good, because that'll be back-to-back stops, deep backed up into their own territory. Let's see what happens. I'll read the chat in a second. I love the original trilogy, D4C. It's my favorite. All right, here we go. Niners are 3rd for 4 on 3rd down. The only one they missed was the last interception. Let's see if we can make it 2 for 2. 3rd and 1. They're much closer than I thought. I thought it was 3rd and 3 or 4. 3rd and 1. Saints nailed them backfield. Boom. Loss of 3 or 4. It is going to be 4th and 4 or 5. It doesn't matter. They're way back. No flags. Someone's injured on the Niners. The center is down for the count and not moving. Center on the Niners is down. It is 4th and 4 or 5, and they're deep in their own territory. Great stop by the Saints. No flags on the play. They will get it back with good field position likely. Timeout. Worth a shot. It is. I'm going to get that shot list. Do you like Full House, and have you seen the new Fuller House? I used to watch Full House religiously as a kid. I've never seen Fuller House. My sister, who I was just talking to, I think she's watched all of them, or at least the first 2 or 3 seasons. I'm going to go get a shot. Everyone in the chat, please help me out if people come in and ask why there's an empty chair. It's because I'm gone. I got the whiskey here. Going to get the shot glass and a chaser. I'll be right back. It's a timeout anyway, guys. Timeout. I totally forgot, guys, that I have a shot glass right here. I'm an idiot. Here's my shot glass. I totally forgot I started putting shot glasses under my end table. There's a little shelf under here with a little carrier, so I put my snacks and shot glass under there. Totally forgot. I went in my room to get it, and I realized it's not there. This is an official shot glass. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jersey, but I grew up in Elizabeth, which is right next to Newark. And my father owned a tavern there called Ray's Place. His name is Ray. I'm Jay. And this is an original shot glass from his bar before I was even born. I was like probably a year old, maybe 2. So this shot glass is probably as old, if not almost as old as me. Granted, even though I think he got it when I was a year or 2, but it was probably made before he bought it, obviously. So I'm going to say the shot glass is my age. So the 38-year-old shot glass, I could literally throw this into a wall and it would nick it, but it would not break. It is freaking the thickest shot glass you'll ever see in your life. I take all my shots out of it. My father is still alive and well, and we work together, and I see him every day. But it's like a sentimental thing where I've used this shot glass for all my football games. And I wash it, don't worry. They don't call him 10 IQJ for nothing. And here we go. Wild Turkey 101. I buy it by the handle. Save some money that way, but I don't drink it by the handle. And we'll start. You will see the shot glass will not be filled all the way. There is a line about midway that is measured out to exactly 1.5 ounces, which is a shot. Kickoff by the Niners. 4th and 4. Here we go. They're obviously not going to fake it. They'd be insane to fake this. I don't know what they're doing, though. They're really taking time. What are they doing? They're literally, I think they're trying to draw the Saints off sides because it's 4th and 4. There we go. And he fair catched it at the 20. So not great field position. They're further than they would have been on a touchback. So how was y'all's day? Mine was good. I had a couple jobs this morning. Ran home for this, and then right after this, jump in my sister's friend's truck and go to see Santa Claus. I don't know if you guys knew this, but he is real, and I meet him every year. But no, seriously, my friend plays Santa, so he is real, but he's my friend, and he's not named Santa in real life. I'm putting on my shoes just because my feet are getting cold because I forgot to put the heat on, and I have hardwood floors. So, 1st and 10 at the 20. Kamara in the backfield. Breeze lined up, 2 wide. It looks like Michael Thomas is wide. I almost feel like he's going. Never mind. Oh my frigging God, the Saints fumbled the ball. The Saints just fumbled on the first play. I don't even know what happened, but they're at the 20-yard line and there's no flags. Niners are recovering it at the Saints 20. Kamara has the ball, knocked right out of his hand on the way down. It is clearly a fumble, and the Niners clearly recovered. My God, it couldn't be more clear. There is such a good camera angle of everything. They're now taking over at the 20. 1st and 10, Niners. So they are literally mimicking each other to the extent of even turning over the ball on the first play on consecutive drives. Fake the run, passed wide open, gain of 15. Oh my God. That couldn't have went worse. It's because I didn't take the shot, D4C. I didn't have a chaser. Now for the sake of love for my team, I'm not using a chaser. Piss warm, Wild Turkey 101. Cheers to the sake the Saints win. Ooh, that's some spicy meatball. Ooh. Ooh-wee. Ooh, that's some very warm whiskey. They're on the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. 5-yard line. Fakes the run again. Same exact play. And they scored. They did the same exact play to a different receiver, and it worked again. Back to back. Same play. Both worked. Touchdown, Niners. I almost think, I'm not sure if he got it in, but even if he didn't, it's like short by an inch. He dove, and he might be an inch short, but it's... No, he got it. Yeah, no, he got it. Better look here. Yeah, no, that was solid, man. Kittle dove, and the defender actually did a decent job to try to stop him, but he just snuck it in by an inch. He hit the pylon, and if you hit the pylon, shit is good. They always say that's how the refs determine. If you hit that pylon, it's pretty much money, and he hit it by a quarter of an inch. Ooh, that whiskey is warm in my belly. I feel it like literally going down me. 34-30. Niners are probably going to kick the field goal. I mean, the extra point. I don't know why they go for 2 at this point. They could, though, to make it 2 field goal possession, but that's silly talk. And it's good. Niners 35-30. 65 points scored in this game, and it's not even halfway through the 3rd quarter. Ugh. So how y'all day? Saw that. Jay only likes to say, did you see that Tito Ortiz had an MMA fight yesterday? No, I did not. Oh, Tito. I thought you meant David Ortiz. I literally pictured David Ortiz from the Red Sox, who is probably close to 50 and overweight. I think you meant him. I'm like, the dude retired from baseball because he didn't want to get injured. Are you kidding me? But no, Tito Ortiz, he's probably got to be close to 50. And I used to watch him when I was a youngster. Tito Ortiz, a lot of attitude. What was he from? He was from something beach in California. Oh, my God. What's the beach? What's the famous beach? Tito Ortiz used to always be like, I'm from something beach, California. It's so obvious. I'm brain farting on it. But I wouldn't say I loved him, but I loved watching him. Tito Ortiz had a definite attitude. Maybe it was for show, but I don't know. Tito Ortiz bet Alberto Del Patron 10 grand. He couldn't last a whole round. Is that the guy he fought? That guy I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of UFC anymore. I watched it up until a couple of years ago, and then I just got really busy with work. I mainly focus on baseball, football, basketball. UFC, I would still say, is one of my favorite sports to watch, though. I just don't have the time for all these sports. Best Rick impression. I don't do impressions. I tell jokes and I act like a goof, but I don't do impressions. I don't want to risk embarrassing my life. Alberto Del Patron, even though I probably embarrassed myself a million times on this. If you guys want to see embarrassment, when I first started the channel, I would get wasted and do sing-alongs while I edited and would forget to turn my camera off. So for shits and giggles, I posted all of them on my channel. You gotta dig pretty deep. They're actually in a playlist though, I think. I think there's a song, I think there's a sing-along playlist, but I would literally just for shits and giggles, I threw them up and I didn't even know it was happening. I would literally be editing and doing like sing-alongs and singing the song stuff. You want to see me embarrass myself, watch those. Alberto Del Patron is also a former pro wrestler. I had never heard of him. If you didn't have a YouTube channel, what else would you be doing the whole day? Being bored? No, great one, kid. I literally have a gym right behind me. You guys heard me talk about my gym. It's right there through those double doors you can't see. But what I usually do is watch football all day and lift weights. That's what I used to do before YouTube. I would literally have the day off and I would go in my gym and lift weights for like 8 hours. I'm not kidding you. I have a lot of endurance and stamina. I've lifted weights my whole life. I'm a physical guy. So I would literally just sit in there and do curls and bench press for 8 hours. I was also in incredible shape back then because if you lift weights for 8 hours every Sunday, you can eat whatever the frig you want and you will be jacked. Can we talk about your chair for a sec? The sides are wood, but the seat is leather. This chair, I cannot remember the name. It's underneath me. It is a Barca Lounger. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. It is a Barca Lounger. You look this chair up. Barca, B-A-R-C-A Lounger. Look it up. This chair, $2,000 chair. It is the most comfortable chair you'll ever find in your life. I sleep in this chair all the time because it's sometimes more comfortable than my bed. And I have a purple bed, which is expensive in itself. So the fact that I will choose this sometimes over the bed, it says a lot. I purposely got it wood and cloth because I hate putting my arms on leather. I love sitting on leather. I like the feel of it and everything, but I hate like sleeping like this. Like, I don't know, my arm, like eventually if it's hot, your arms get sweaty on fabric or leather. On wood, it is beautiful. Purposely done. This is my favorite chair in the whole world. Crazy expensive. Look them up. I'm not exaggerating. Saints ball. Latavius Murray shot right through the middle and beat like 5 blocks. 50-yard line. That's all I'm going to say. Saints are at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10. 8 minutes. It's still not even halfway through the third, man. There's a lot of shit going on. Boo, Saints. Oh, my God. My chat keeps going all the way up. Let me go back to where we were. Can we talk about your chair? Tito Ortiz is 44 and was fighting 42-year-old Alberto Del Patron. Long Beach, Cali. Was it Long Beach? No, it wasn't Long Beach. Venice Beach. Yes. I was thinking Venice. Wait, no, it wasn't, but it might be Long. No, it wasn't Long. No, it wasn't Long. It wasn't Long Beach or Venice Beach. It was neither. If I see it, I'll know it. What the hell was it? It was a great place to play Pokemon Go, even though that is hilarious. If you guys didn't know me, when Pokemon Go came out, I was a fanatic, and I would spoof and shit. And there was and that was like the best place to go to spoof. It's got a pier. No, that's not it. That's Santa Monica Pier. I'm wrong. It's not that either. Damn it! Why can't I think of it? Saints 2nd and 4. Kamara dropped for a loss of 3 or 4. Man. Laguna, no. Huntington Beach, that's it. Huntington Beach. Because he'd always come in and go like do some Gatling gun type thing. Huntington Beach, California. Thank you, Elab. That is 100% correct. I knew if I heard it, I'd know it. I just couldn't friggin' think of it. I like that I had to think of Pokemon Go and it had nothing to do with it. I haven't played Pokemon Go in months. I almost feel like they owe me money because I spent so much time and money and I never picked up the game again. Oh my God! 3rd and 7. Michael Thomas dove. They're spotting him a half a yard short, but I think he fell on a body. I need to re-say it. It's possible his knee went down. Here we go. Now his knee went down. Damn it! Oh, if his knee, like a split second more, he would have rolled over the body of that guy and it would have been a first down. He missed the first down by like a half of yard. Let's see. This is a good angle. About a half a yard short, and they're going for it. Saints are going for it. 4th and 1. And he got it. Hold on to the ball, please, for the love of God. Dear Lord, man. Taysom Hill, first down, and he shoved the Niner into the ground, and now they're fighting a little bit. Huntington Beach, Laguna. Smiles from Elab. What's up, Rye? Hey, Rye. Rye, last week, I was going to try to do, because the Saints weren't playing last Sunday, I was going to try to do a Patriots night game shot for shot thing with you as for shits and giggles. And there was an issue with my mom, and I actually ended up never even watching the Patriots game. So I was thinking of you, Rye. I know you're out there in Scotland. I was going to do some Scottish whiskey shots with you, but just know my heart was in the right place, and I tried. Nicole Frazier, upside down smiles. Ortiz won 4 minutes into the first round. Alberto's record is now 9-6. Oh my God, guys. The Saints did make it on 4th down, so the intent is what counts. You got it, bud. See, I figured if I ain't going to watch the Saints, might as well do some editing and do the Patriots at night, but then shit happens sometimes. Total yards right now by both teams, 700 yards offense. Offense, 700 yards of offense, and it's not even, it's halfway through the 3rd at this point. Breeze, throw. Ah! Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. It was a pass to Taysom Hill, popped so high in the air that 3 Niners dove for it, and all of them missed by an inch. Oh, my God. 3rd and 4. I still taste the whiskey in my mouth because I haven't eaten, and I had no chaser, so I have warm whiskey in my mouth. Oh, it's Traquan Smith. I thought it was Taysom Hill. Traquan Smith. I mean, he could have caught it. The defending was good, but 3 Niners literally congregated in a diving motion and all of them missed it. 3rd and 4 in field goal range, but still going to be down, so they need a touchdown. 3rd and 4. Pass by Breeze. Deep. No flags. Damn it. It was down the sideline into the end zone. Michael Thomas missed it. 4th and 4. Saints are probably going to kick the field goal. And they will kick. What happened here? It was under... honestly, I kid you not. Michael Thomas should have got offensive pass interference. They're lucky because that would have backed him up in a far field goal. Michael Thomas hooked his face mask and ripped him to the ground. No flags. So if anything, that should have been offensive pass interference, which would have made it a 58-yarder. Now it's a 48-yarder, and Lutz perfect money shot down the middle. Lutz now has 14 straight. They're not saying this. I just know because I follow this shit. Lutz is now 14 of 14 on field goals. And some of them have been from 50 or further. The last one was 55. Lutz is a money man. So we got 33 to 35. I am in a sad mood because my football team lost today. Your football team lost today? How did they lose already? Were they in? Which team is better, the Bears or the Panthers? I would say the Panthers. I say, even if you don't go based on statistics, I would say right now I would go with the Panthers over the Bears. But they're pretty even, honestly. The Bears should be a better team than the Panthers, but for some reason the Bears aren't playing like they should. I would say the Bears and the Panthers are almost dead even, but I'd give the edge to the Panthers. Soccer to you. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I'm starting to, I was thinking, I'm like, Did the Patriots already play, or were they in London or something? I'm like, did they have the fastest game in football history? Because it's only 3 o'clock. Who dat, baby? Oh, how do I say this? A Doocy TV? I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I can't show the game if you're going to ask. I always say this to new people. I'm not being mean. I just tell new people, because they always ask, I can't show the game. I'll get suspended. It's happened before. 3-month suspension if you show the TV. This is a live play-by-play. I got it televised live on Fox. Who dat? I'm here with you. Saints kicked the field goal. It's 35-33. Niners are winning. Niners are getting the ball. Do you think Lesnar would go back to UFC if WWE stops paying him as much? Probably. I hate Brock Lesnar. In every form of the word hatred, Brock Lesnar might be my most hated man in sports. I despise that guy. I don't know if he's really like that in real life. I think he is. I don't know. I've never met him. But the dude seems like the biggest asshole ever created in real life and on the in the octagon or whatever you want to call it, in the ring. I hate Brock Lesnar. Dude is a fucking dick. So no, I don't like him. And will he return to? Yeah, the dude will do anything for money. He's a big, giant piece of shit. Mainly what I think it is I get angry when people cheat. He's a steroid junkie. The dude is bigger than life itself, and he acts like he's like he gets suspended all the time, and they pull strings for him because he pulls in big money and he pulls in big audiences. I despise that kind of behavior. I hate people that don't behave and don't play by the rules because they know they'll get by on their fucking, on their name. Hate him. See, you made me go on a rant. I got a little angry about Brock Lesnar. On my bet, I have Saints -2. Rye, I was telling people that I've seen it go anywhere from -1.5 to -2.5 based on the sites. My site that I used was 1.5 when I got the bet in, or when I looked at the beginning of the game. I didn't bet on it, but I told you guys, I don't bet anymore. I used to bet tens of thousands of dollars a week. I still follow the lines and stuff because it's an old habit. I also follow the lines because I want to see where the heads are at for the money man, where they think people are going to win, because it actually affects the game, so to speak, in my mind. So the Saints were favored. I saw it at 1.5, but it's been as far as 2.5, sometimes 3 at the beginning of the week. So you didn't get in at a bad. 1.5 means 2 points anyway. It's basically a push. Garoppolo smacked at the line. I don't know. It was forward motion. I don't know. Garoppolo got smacked, but he got the ball off just in time, so it wasn't a sack. But Saints defense is stepping up now. Let's see. Who would you rather watch, the Super Bowl or the Soccer World Cup? Definitely the Super Bowl. I don't watch soccer. Nothing against soccer. I just don't watch it. I'll watch the World Cup, like at bars and stuff like that, but I don't follow anything. So it'd be a lie for me to say I would watch that over it. I don't even know when it's out. They're saying that almost could have been intercepted, and it was almost not forward motion, but it was, so it doesn't matter. 2nd and 10 at the 25. Garoppolo again almost and he got sacked again. The Saints are getting to him a lot. I don't know if they figured it out or what, but it is now another sack. The first one was almost a sack. 3rd down, and it's got to be close to 20 yards. Let's see. Come on. Show me, guys. Saints are getting right through that O-line. It's like a joke. They're just plowing right through like no issue at all. Now for nothing, Garoppolo had plenty of time to see that guy and get that ball off, and he just took the sack. That was bad on Garoppolo's part. Here we go, guys. 3rd and 20. Backed way up at their own 14. Saints are doing good when they... All right, here we go. Running play. No one's on him, but he's caught. There you go. 25. They got about maybe 12 yards, but they were 3rd and 20. Gonna have to kick back to the Saints. So here we go. 35-33. Niners are winning, but Saints about to get the ball back. Should get decent field goal position. They're kicking from their own 25. Here we go. Let's go back. Once you say you can show the TV, 3 people left. You want from 11 to 8 people want to say I cannot show the TV. Let me see the kick here. Here we go. Niners kick. No one even near. Oh, there's a flag. Oh, Saints looked like they were going to fair catch, but didn't. There are now 2 flags on the play. One before the kick even went off, I think, and one right after the guy received the kick return. What is it? Or was that the same flag just thrown twice? I don't know. All right. Holding by the Niners on the kick. New Orleans got to about the 30 and could either get a re-kick or take the 10 yards from there. They took the 10 yards. I agree. They got it at the 40-yard line. They're almost at midfield, and they're down 3. So they need wait, are they down? Yeah, they're down 3, right? No, the 30. I can't remember the score. Is it 33 or 32? It's 33. 30. Why am I forgetting the score? Show the score. I think it's 30. I'm like totally forgetting what the score was. They're either down by 3 or 2. That shot is hitting me. No, I'm just joking. That shot did not hit me, guys. I could drink 20 of those. Why is it going to a non-stop showing of the cleats? 33. So a field goal will win it. I don't know why I thought 32 for a second. Here we go. Oh no, the Saints did. Sorry, guys, my phone broke. And now, my phone broke. My phone died. And now, for some reason, I can't get the camera to sit up. What the hell is going on here? I'm trying to wrap it around to, like, not have it fall, but I don't know why it's falling. I don't know if you guys just saw, but the Saints got frigged. Well, they didn't get frigged. They screwed up. Let me just get it right, guys. I just don't want it to fall. Saints screwed up. Hopefully that stays like that. Hopefully that stays like that. It might fall. If it does, I apologize. All right. Hopefully the phone will stay like that. I had to plug it in, so now it's like being unstable. The Saints got stopped. Instead of going for the field goal, they were backed up too much, so they were faking the punt. And Taysom Hill threw a bomb downfield. Didn't go, so now the Niners got the ball. The Niners are about to cross midfield. Saints did not score even a field goal, even though they were in field goal position when we left. I saw the chat said that the streaming stopped. I just want to make sure it's still going. Okay, it looks good. This chat was saying the streaming stopped. I ran up, got my charger. I came back. I had to rewatch the replay. Taysom Hill, from what I understand, went in as quarterback, or went in on the play, and they faked the punt. This is what I'm gathering. I could be wrong. Correct me if I am. But I could have sworn they said they faked the punt. Taysom Hill jumped back into quarterback, and then they bombed it downfield, and I saw the receiver was like thrown out of bounds. But they were saying basically the rules change when it's a punt return. Receivers aren't treated the same way. So there was no penalty on the play, and the Saints gave the ball over on downs. So now the Niners have the ball. It's the 4th quarter. I missed the last 50 seconds of the third and the first minute of this. So it's under 14 minutes in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10, it's Niners ball up 2 points. I plugged in the best charger I have. So even though my phone died, it should easily maintain, like, sometimes your chargers might not boost it enough. This charger usually maintains and builds. So should be all right. The phone shouldn't cut out, but if it does, I apologize. How come you aren't in your usual room? The game's televised, Rye. Usually I have to stream it and watch it. RedTube. Haha. I used to have Red Zone. It would be on Red Zone, and then I would stream it off of like some random site. This is one of the first games televised this season. I think the second one besides Monday Night Football that's televised in Jersey. So I don't have to. I can watch it in the living room on my big ass TV. Caught. It was 2nd and 11. It's going to be 3rd and 6. And they're past midfield, but I don't think they're quite in field goal range yet. RedTube. Yeah, I know. You may have to re-ask your phone. Went off. Please start live stream. The good thing was when I turned my phone back on, it said you have a live stream on YouTube. Would you like to end it or resume it? I'm happy they gave me the option. I didn't have to like this happened once before, and I forget the circumstances were different, but it ended the stream and I had to remake a new stream during the football game. It might have been different because I wasn't doing it off my phone. I think my computer shorted out and the webcam died. And whatever the reason was, it killed the live stream and I had to redo everything. I had to make a new video. I had to make a new banner, a new description, all new links and everything. This didn't do it. What's up, Void? Sorry about that. My phone died. I have it plugged in now. We're good to go. The only thing that might happen is the wire is very wonky on that thing. And I had to rig it so that it was sitting up there. There's a chance if I make a vibration, the phone will fall. So if you see the phone fall, you'll hear me talk and I'll fix it. But it should be fine. Niners made 2 up out of bounds. Okay, never mind. It's second down. I believe they are now on the cusp of field goal range. They're probably at about like a 50-something yarder right now. They're up by 2. So I will be happy to settle for a field goal. A touchdown puts them in a 2-possession lead. Well, a touchdown and an extra point. But I always assume the extra point will be made. It's made like 90% of the time. All I know is since the first half, their stats have gone way down. Garoppolo had like 200 plus yards in the first half. It's halfway through the fourth and he's got 60 yards. So clearly the first half was insanity. Oh my God, Ryan. How did I do with Lost in chronological order? You, my friend, have put me down a like spiral of insanity. That's why I haven't got a whole lot done this week. I was very busy with my mom and other things, but I watched like 20 something episodes of chronological Lost. It's easy to do because I throw it on when I'm like multitasking because I don't have to pay attention to everything because I know what happens. But just watching it in that order is interesting because it comes from a totally different perspective. It's almost like you sympathize more with Ben and the people from the later part of the show because they're the first people you see in the chronological order, like Jacob and Ben and the whole Man in Black with the smoke monster stuff. Very, very awesome. I thank you 20 times over for introducing me to it because I never heard of that, and it is awesome. Great download, too. I think it's 65 gigs. I will save you guys some trouble. I downloaded it. It's free on Facebook, Chronologically Lost. If you like the show Lost, it's all the Lost episodes in chronological order. Amazingly done, and the perspective of everything changes. However, I will tell you, I didn't notice this. There's another link below the first link that has episode 21 and 23. The guy never put 21 and 23 into the original download, and I started watching them, and when I got to whatever it was, because I'm right about there now, I didn't realize that I was watching the wrong one, and later on I figured it out. So I watched those 2 episodes were watched out of order slightly. However, in the game, the Niners have got about 20 yards. It is second down. They're not showing me yet. I'll tell you in a second. Yeah, it's very cool, Rye. Did you know what? Do you want to be a lawyer or a doctor? Neither. I hate both. No, I know you say you're a lawyer. Great one, kid. Nothing against lawyers or doctors. I just want to be outside lifting heavy things and building. I am not a lawyer. I don't want to be, nor do I have the patience to be a lawyer or a doctor. Here we go. 2nd and 8. Garoppolo's got a ton of time. 3rd and 8. They are well within field goal range. I think they're at the 15-yard line. So easy field goal. They're even closer than an extra point. However, I will happily take a field goal if they stop the touchdown. I will take a 1-possession game over a 2-possession game with 9 minutes and 44 seconds. Do you want to be a... Blah, blah, blah. Next, you can watch The Wire in Star Wars order. Season 3, 4, 5. Yeah. The Wire in Star Wars order. I wonder if they've done that with other shows. People must have, the chronological order, but that was something I never thought of. And I didn't realize how much your perspective changes. Like, not for nothing. Here we go. Garoppolo, tons of time. 3rd and 8. Almost sacked him. Broke 3. Got the pass off, but it's only a gain of 2. And there's, oh my God in heaven. Oh, man. It's a gain of 2, but they helmet to helmet with flags all over. It's going to be automatic first down at the 5-yard line. Garoppolo, I got to give him credit, man. He tried his damnedest. It's not helmet to helmet, but he made contact to the head of a defenseless receiver. So even though it's not helmet to helmet, that's where I hate the rules, because there's no way that guy could have stopped his momentum. The Saints guy, I know it's a rule and it is what it is, but that guy had no ability to stop his forward momentum. He was plowing into the guy and the guy went low and he literally was trying to stop and he couldn't. So now it's, instead of kicking a field goal, it's going to be 1st and goal at like the 5-yard line. This possibly just changed the whole, well, no, it didn't possibly. It changed the whole game, and if they score, potentially lost the Saints the game on one friggin' play. It's at the 6-yard line. This is not good, guys. 1st and goal from the 6. The Niners just turned a 4th down and 8 into a 1st and goal from the 6. Garoppolo did everything there, by the way. Garoppolo, juked 3 guys that should have easily sacked him and then got the ball off. Catch was made, and the penalty was created. 2nd and goal from the 6. Pass incomplete. See? Blandino, who is the analyzer of the football games, just said what I said. He goes, it's a shame because the way the ball was thrown, the receiver had to change position on a split second, and the defender couldn't help himself. So that is a case where the penalty is right, but it's totally out of the hands. It's Garoppolo, 1,000,000 hours to throw the ball right to the end zone. Touchdown. I hate when games end like this, though, because now it's like, even though the penalty's right, the whole outcome could depend on that one play. Because without that play, they would have kicked the field goal, would have been a 1 possession. Now it's a 2-possession game, even if they do a 2-point conversion, which also factors the extra point they didn't kick into the mix. Because had they kicked the extra point, it would be a 1-possession game. Oh my God. The NFL accepted Michael Vick. They would, LOL, they would accept him. You never, what? Oh, I missed a lot of stuff. Do you think the NFL would accept Lesnar if he tried out again? Probably not, because he's too damn old. He's just a big hunk of meat. He ain't get, he's, honestly, I think Lesnar, big guys aren't necessarily always good in football. You need to have skills and stuff too. And Lesnar is just a big hunk of meat. I don't think he would be good, and he's too old at this point. The guy's got to be in his late 40s. Or at least, put it this way, he's in his 40s. And you don't start playing football again in your 40s. That's when you retire. What is your prediction? But if he did try it again, no, the NFL wouldn't. It's probably a hazard, and no one would draft him. What is your prediction for Patriots Chiefs? That's going to be, I'm guessing a game similar to last year, but the Chiefs will definitely prevail. All right, not definitely. I don't know. Patriots aren't what they used to be. I think the Chiefs will win. What's the spread, Rye? I didn't check that game out yet. What's the spread on that? My guess is it's maybe the Patriot. Where is it? Home or away? I don't even know that. Where is it? Home or away for Patriots Chiefs? You never know. The Saints can be clutch when they need to. No, they still got a chance, Void. But I just hate when major games come down to a penalty. When he tried originally, he did very well, apparently. What are your thoughts about Dolphins beating the Eagles? Patriots are home. The Patriots, what is the spread? The Patriots are probably favored because of their record and being home. I'm guessing the Patriots are favored by like 4, maybe 3 because they're home. But it's probably going to be a tight game. I agree with the spread because it's probably going to be a tight game. Patriots are 10-2, better record than the Chiefs, and they're home. So you got to give the edge to the Patriots, obviously. Usually you get 3 points just for being home. I also think they'll give them a little bit more of an edge because they have a better record. I'm guessing 4.5 right now is given to the Patriots. All right, 3. I just saw it now. That's what I figured. I figured 3 because they're home, but I thought they'd give them a bit more of an edge because they got a better record. But I'm not surprised, honestly. So -3. Oh, the Patriots are -3. Wait, Patriots? Yeah, Patriots -3. For some reason, I flipped that around in my head. All right. Honestly, that's rough, though. Patriots -3. Chiefs aren't playing great, even though they're a great team. I would say Chiefs are going to win it, but I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be like a 3-point game, but going the other way. I think the Chiefs are going to win by 3-7. So nothing against the Patriots. I said I'm betting logically. I'm speaking my betting philosophy logically. I don't think that. I'm sorry. I'm rewatching the penalty that created the touchdown. The guy is a rookie on the sideline. Looks like he wants to kill himself. I don't blame him, but I don't blame. I mean, I don't blame him for feeling that way. But it ain't his fault. He tried his best. I liked ref. But a lot of people hate on it because of you know who. I liked ref? You mean the ref? What's ref? I know the ref with Dennis Leary. I don't know what ref is. All right, guys, here we go. It is what it is. Maybe the Saints could come back. 42-33. Saints are losing by 9. So they need to move quick and score either a field goal or a touchdown to make it a 1 possession and then stop the Niners. They got 9 minutes, the 2-minute warning, all 3 timeouts. It's very doable, but they got to freaking start doing things. My favorite team is the Saints. He's talking about boxing. Oh, the ref. I liked ref, but I know. I don't understand the reference of the refs to boxing, though. Saints, 1st and 10. It was a touchback, so they're starting from the 25. Catch made. Who is that? Michael Thomas? Michael Thomas, 5 yards. I hate being down by 9 with 9 minutes. At least they got the ball and they got a chance, but shit. Breeze is going out. Oh, no. Breeze is staying in, and Taysom Hill and Kamara came in. What is happening? Taysom Hill went in as a blocker. Kamara went right up the middle and lost a couple yards. Beautiful, guys. Now it's almost under 8 minutes. They just wasted a whole minute and actually lost yardage. So, awesome. My favorite team is the Saints. Jay up next, QT. What's up, Jay up next? Welcome to the chat. I am also named Jay, and I also love the Saints. They're losing right now, 42-33, over a penalty that was correct, but I hate it. Not because I don't hate it because it's a penalty. It's just the guy had no ability to stop. It was like a guaranteed penalty. Breeze got a lot of time, sacked. Oh, my God. There is a flag, though. God help us make it on the Niners. Normally, it's back where Breeze was, though. It's probably a holding. Oh. Thank you, Lord. We have hope. Defense on Richard Sherman. Holding. Automatic first down. Thank the Lord, because that might have sealed the deal. 7 minutes left, and they were about to kick back to the San Francisco 49ers. Honestly, Richard Sherman probably didn't even realize what he was doing. It was a penalty, but he had his hand on the guy well beyond 5 yards, and the play wasn't even near them. I literally think Richard Sherman just wasn't thinking and had his hand like resting on the guy. All I know is it gave us another life. It is now 7 minutes, 30 seconds. Breeze deep. Pass. Caught. Wide open down the sideline. Jukes a guy. Michael Thomas to the 15. Michael Thomas to the 15-yard line on a pass by Drew Brees from the 25. That had to be 55 yards. Got to see it again. He caught it at the 54, ran it between 3 defenders, up the sideline, juked a guy, got another 10 yards, and dropped at the 15-yard line, maybe the 16-yard line. They're in the red zone with 7 minutes. Michael Thomas is almost over 100 yards on that catch. Oh, my Lord. This is what we needed. Off a penalty, we just got into the red zone. Kamara pass dropped for a loss of 6. Oh, my God. Kamara is not doing anything. Every play that's a loss has been Kamara. That was on a pass. They were trying to do a screen shuffle, and he got dropped for 6-yard loss. It's 2nd and 15. They're outside the red zone now. It actually backed him up out of the red zone. I didn't like that at all. Breeze threw it to him. I don't see what they're seeing, but it looked like Breeze should have easily seen he was heavily covered. He should have just threw it away. He should have thrown it out of the end zone or something. It is 2nd and 15. They're outside the red zone by a yard or 2. If you could change the mascot for the Redskins, but you have to keep the name, what would you change it to? But you had to keep the mascot? Redskins, what would you change it to? Let's make it a giant feather. Have him be a giant feather because there's a feather in the hat. Redskins. That's the only thing I can think. Make a giant feather mascot for the Redskins. If you had to keep the name, what else is there? Everything else is racist. Yeah, I think the ref... Yeah, I like the ref. What I'm saying, a lot of people don't like it because you know who was in it. This is a sexual assault of kids. Are you going to watch the Pats game? Ryan, you weren't in here before. Right after this game, 4:30. It's 3:51 where I am. Right after this game, I have to leave my house 4:30 on the dot. I'm going to an hour away place where Santa Claus is on a train ride. My friend, one of my best friends, literally is the president of a historic steam train society, and they work in cahoots with Warner Brothers and do Polar Express train rides. Makes millions of dollars a year. They only do it it starts the week of Thanksgiving and stops the week of New Year's Eve or day, whatever you want to call it. So I usually try to catch it. I haven't done it in years. So my sister and a couple of my friends were driving out there. I got to leave 4:30. So hopefully this game doesn't go into overtime. I don't think it mathematically can unless there's a safety. So odds are it won't go into overtime. I hope the Saints win, but if it needs to go into overtime, I'll try my best to catch it all. All I know is it's almost 4 o'clock. I got to leave in 30 minutes, and there's 6.5 minutes game time, which is like 30 minutes real time. This game is going a lot longer than normal. Most games last about 3 hours to 3 hours and 30 minutes. This one might go the distance. Sounds good. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you, sir. D4C, one day we will be great friends. Do you like curry? I just got one ordered. Yes, I dig it. I'm down with it. Maybe when you can legally drink or go more than 5 minutes without lying. Are you going to watch the Pats game? That is why I can't watch the Pats game. Unless it's the night game. What's the night game? Breeze, throw, caught. Michael Thomas, touchdown. Michael Thomas, touchdown. 6 minutes still left in the game. Saints down by 3, but they're going to kick the extra point because a field goal wins it now. Amazing, guys. They went from almost having to kick it on 4th down to penalty, 55-yard catch, Michael Thomas, then a 22-yard catch, touchdown, Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas has almost 80 yards on that drive, all done by Michael Thomas and Drew Brees. Beautifully done. Seahawks are tonight. Who they playing? I didn't catch that game either. I told you guys, I'm not as good with football as I used to be. I used to check this all at the beginning of the week for bets and stuff. Now I just follow the Saints pretty much. All I know is it is 42-40. Saints down by 2. A field goal wins it, but they're kicking back to the Niners. Defense needs to be strong here, man. You're talking, I mean, I expected a bang-up game. I expected a close game. Did I expect a high-scoring game like this? No. The Saints always have high-scoring games, but this is beyond what I thought. I was thinking maybe 60 points combined. They're already over 80 with 6 minutes in the last quarter. Do you think Street Fighter will ever release a new movie or another successful video game? Yeah, I think they'll do both. I think there will be another Street Fighter movie, and I do think there'll be another successful video game. They have their ups and downs, but it will happen. I love the Japanese animation type Street Fighter like animated thing. Amazing. It's probably the best thing to ever come out of Street Fighter besides the original Street Fighter 2s and stuff like that. I dig Third Strike though. I wasn't that big into 4 or 5 or any of the millions of additions they came out with. I actually am a fan of EX. If you don't know what EX is, Street Fighter EX was a 3-dimensional Street Fighter game. Came out when Virtual Fighter and all that was coming out. Like Tekken had the 3D fighting. EX was a 3D Street Fighter. I kind of dug it, even though it was probably, if not the worst flop in Street Fighter history. We had it at the arcade, made less money than any other Street Fighter in history. Here we go, guys. Saints kicked it off. It was a touchback. So the Niners are starting from the 25. It is 42-40. Saints down 2 points. Here we go. Pass, complete, tackled. They're giving him forward progress. Oh, they gave him way more than he should have. They gave him forward progress like 2 yards too high. They're saying it was 5 yards, but I doubt it, but it is what it is. 2nd and 5 from the 30. And they're using clock, guys. The Niners are going to use a lot of clock here because they know how tight this game is. I'm surprised that they're even passing. They're going to have to play really safe ball here because if they throw an interception, it could be game over. So I'm surprised they even they should just run the ball, and if they have to, throw it. Here we go. Run play. Up the middle. Stopped. Gain of 2. 3rd and 3. Maybe 2. It might be a long 2. It's either 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 2, but they're way back. They're like not even at the 35 yet. This is huge, guys. Garoppolo can't even hear. He is covering his helmet. It's 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. I'll come back to the chat in a minute, guys. Under 5 minutes. Everybody has all 3 timeouts. 4 minutes 50. San Francisco is really using up clock. Almost 4:30. 3rd and 2. 42-40. Saints got to stop him or the Niners can run a lot of this clock out. Here we go. They got, oh my God, they're almost to him. They almost sacked him. He's running. He dove, but I don't know if he got it. I think they're spotting him short. It's going to be 4th and inches. Garoppolo ran for it, dove short by a couple inches based on the spot. I got to see. They're showing the sideline view. Here it goes. I think he got it. I think they're reviewing it and they're giving him first down. They gave him first down. I thought it was going to be 4th and inches. Garoppolo dove and got the first down by inches. Oh, my God. They had him sacked at the end. Now a pass dropped. Thank God. It would have been a 20-yard catch. Kittle dropped it, so it's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo was inches from giving it back to the Saints with decent field position. Now, 2nd and 10. I'm thinking they're at like the 35 or the 40-yard line of their own. My God, Garoppolo's stats are half what they were in the first half. Same amount of completions, half the yardage, and half the overall stats. They're at the 35, 2nd and 10. Faked the handoff, pitched it. Oh my God, he's got all the room in the world. He just ran all the way to the 32 on the Saints side. Almost 50-yard run on a pitch. This is not good, guys. They're already in field goal range. If the Saints don't hold them to a field goal, it's game over. If the Saints don't, if they score a touchdown, the Saints aren't gonna have enough time. It'll be 2 possessions. It's almost under 3 minutes. The Niners have ran so much clock off. And it was Sanders again. Emmanuel Sanders, but it's technically a run, so it doesn't count as rushing yards. They're on the 34-yard line of the Saints. Handoff. Run. Gain of 4. They're saying, I was going to say, the game clock is saying it's 3rd down, but they changed it. It's 2nd and 6. I was going to say, that was 1st down. 3 minutes and counting. 2nd and 6. Niners are in field goal range at this point. They're almost in red zone. I cannot read right now, guys, because I am freaking out. I will come back to the chat in a second. They have to hold them to a field goal. Granted, the Saints do have time, but it's going to be a struggle to do 2 possessions in 3 minutes. Pitch back again. Same play as before. Down the sideline, 1st down. Number 22 on the Saints, who's the guy that committed the penalty that gave him the last touchdown on the Niners, is freaking out, saying there was some sort of offensive penalty. I don't know what he's talking about. They're showing it now. What is he talking about? I don't know what he's complaining about, but he's complaining about some sort of I just watched it. It don't look like anything bad happened. 1st and 10, under 3 minutes. They're going to run this to the 2-minute warning after this play. And they're at the 24 now. Another run. Right up the middle. Gain of 5. Oh, my God. They're not only moving downfield, but they're running so much clock. And now, who is that? Hendrickson on the Saints is injured. He can't even get up. They're going to take an injury timeout. 2 minutes, 38 seconds. Yep. Oh, God, guys. This ain't looking good. I told you guys if whenever they lose, I retire the jersey. I thought I'd be able to wear Breeze's jersey the rest of the year.
That was the deal?
That's what I do every season. I will have to retire Breeze's jersey for the season and have a new jersey next week if the Saints don't stop and hold. As long as they hold them to a field goal, it don't matter where their field position is. But the problem is they're running out of time. I'm more so worried about the clock than the scoring at this point. I'm nervous as well, Nicole. This is bad news, Bears. I thought for sure when Garoppolo dove that he was an inch or two short. I will say they showed the replay and he did successfully get the 1st down. So it isn't like I'm sour about it. He did good. The Saints had 2 guys that were shoelaces away from tackling him for a 10-yard loss. Instead, he ran it for like 15 yards and got the 1st down by an inch. That's how close that was all going down. They're doing a commercial with Pitbull. I don't know how Pitbull is as a human being. Maybe he's the nicest guy ever. But I think he is the douchiest looking guy in music. I'm sorry if that offends anybody. But Pitbull just annoys me. He just looks like the biggest douche. All right, let's go back to the chat. I have a 14 bet tonight. Ravens -6, Saints -2, Packers -13, Steelers -1.5. Is it a parlay, Ryan, or did you bet individually? Because it looks like the Saints, even if they win, are barely going to cover that, if not even cover that. What is it, 9? Yeah, even if they kick the field goal and a touchdown, they're not even going to cover -2. They'd be winning by 1 point. So it don't look good. If it's a parlay, I'm sorry, my friend, but it looks like you lost. Maybe when it comes, Rams Seahawks tonight. Ooh, that should be an interesting game. I'll probably watch that game if I get back in time. I'll probably miss the first half because I won't be back till like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Do you think Street Fighter will ever release it? Oh, I saw that. Who do you think will be on the Smash Ultimate DLC character? I really haven't paid much attention to Smash. They play it every Tuesday in a tournament at the arcade, but I'm always so busy, I haven't really paid much attention. I couldn't even tell you what characters they already like downloaded or DLC. 19-yard line, 2nd and 5, 2 minutes 30 seconds. Saints used a timeout on that play because they got an injury. Sack on Garoppolo. They lost at least 12 or 15 yards. That was enormous, guys. 3rd down. Oh, thank the friggin' Lord. Where were they? They're at the 20. Where did Garoppolo get dropped? They were at the 20. Garoppolo got dropped at the 32. It depends where they spot it, but it was probably around 12-yard sack. It's going to be 3rd down and 17 or 16. 3rd and 16. Now, will the Niners risk an interception or just go for the field goal and cross their fingers? Because if they go for a conversion on 3rd and 16 and it's intercepted, all the Saints need is a field goal. It's a 2-point game, 42-40. The Niners got to play this safe, man. And I want them to play it safe because that'll give Breeze. They just used another timeout, the Saints. So it's 2:34, 1 timeout left, and the 2-minute warning. 30-yard line, 3rd and 16. Let's see what the Niners are going for. A quick pass, screen play. Going down the field. All right, out of bounds, no flags. They're going to have to kick the field goal. There's no way they're going for it. It's 4th down and like 8 or 9. They're not showing it yet. I am just ecstatic that they didn't get the touchdown. Saints got all the time in the world now. 4th and 9. Garoppolo is off the field. It's going to be a field goal attempt. Now, mind you, it's still not a given field goal. I want to say it's probably about a 30-yarder. Where are they right now? Come on, let's see. What is it? 41-yarder. So that ain't guaranteed. 41-yarder. Here it goes. And he got it right down the middle. Right down the middle. Saints have the ball. It's 45-40. I couldn't be happier right now than if the Saints were winning. In this circumstance, I couldn't be happier. You have the Saints have the ability. It's in their hands. 2 minutes, 20 seconds, 1 timeout, 2-minute warning. They have only to score a touchdown. They don't even need the extra point. They just need a touchdown and they win. So they got to do the perfect amount of clock run and getting downfield. What I like, though, is they know where they stand, so they can even go for it on 4th. I like when they're playing down. I mean, I don't like when they're playing down. But if they're playing down, I want them to have the ball with 2 minutes left because now they're just going to go for it. They're going to basically have 4 shots at every down on every drive. You know what I'm talking about. I'm freaking out. Drew Brees. Ugh. I think my Saints -2 is over. Yeah. Even if the Saints score, yeah, it's not a oh. No, you're right. Now that the San Francisco didn't score, what am I thinking? Yeah, before I was thinking they were scoring the touchdown. You're right. If the Saints score a touchdown, you'll push. What happens in your bet if you push? You have to win, I'm assuming, because most of the time you can't push. Because a touchdown and an extra point will win. Here we go. Niners kicked. Saints running. Hold the ball for the love of God. That guy had it tucked one arm and was being sloppy. Who, Lordy. So they're at the 22, 23. Would you rather buy an iPhone or fight Mike Tyson? I think I'd buy him iPhone. I think the Saints, I literally listed the other DLC characters. I got to go back and see, bud. Let's make Saints miracle. Madison, I don't know if anybody else came in the room. Madison, welcome. I'm going to do a shot for the sake of my freaking superstitions and the fact, if you guys didn't know me, I usually do a shot for every score. I couldn't because I'm going to see Santa, and I was supposed to drive. Found out I don't have to drive, but I'm not going to just start pounding 76 shots. I'm going to take the shot right after I see this play. Drew Brees sidearms it. Oh, my God in heaven. I'm nervous about everything. 1st down. Oh, my God, he almost lost the ball, but he didn't. Who is that? My God, Traquan Smith. 12-yard gain. Almost fumbled it. Almost got tackled. 1st down. That's all I care. 2-minute warning. They're not going to be able to snap it in time. Brees tried. Brees tried to line it up and snap it, but he couldn't in time. 2-minute warning. They're at around the 35-yard line of the Niners. They have to go 65 yards, 2 minutes, 1 timeout left. It's the Saints with Brees. Very doable. Then it depends how quick they do it, though. If they do it too quick, the Niners can win with a field goal. So there is so much possible right now. I can't think of anything. Chug. D4C. My bet was a parlay, and the Packers beat me. They only won by 5. Okay, so it's over anyway. Sorry about that, Rye. Can't wait tonight for Rick and Morty. The Earth implodes. All right, I'm taking another chaseless shot of Pissworm 101 Wild Turkey. If you guys didn't see, Madison, if you're still in the chat, if you throw up a like and subscribe, I'll take this shot in your honor. I'm just kidding. Regardless, I think I'm going to take this shot for Madison. I don't know if she's still here, but she said, let's go Saints Miracle. And I have to take a shot anyway. I pretty much know the rest of you. I'll say, Elub, you've been in this for a while. You're new to the chat. Nicole Frazier, that's right. This is to all you guys that are new. Who's this? Who's got the ball? Poison XNS. If you're still in the chat, the Saints have the ball. 2-minute warning, down 5. So they cannot kick a field goal. But that only means that they're going to go balls to the wall and go for it on every 4th down. There's no way they're kicking this back to the Niners with 1 timeout and no 2-minute warning. So we have 4 goes at every down. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. Freaking out. I am new. Cheers to everybody. Hoo-wee. I never take shots of 101 Wild Turkey warm. It's such a different sensation. When it's cold, you feel it like after. When it's warm, you feel it as it's going down. I can literally feel whiskey going down my esophagus, into my belly. It is sitting right here now, and I feel it in my belly. All I know, guys, is there's no way this could go into overtime at this point. No possible way of overtime. It is 4:10. I am supposed to leave at 4:30 sharp to go see Santa. Polar Express in Phillipsburg, 45 minutes away from me. So hopefully, there's 2 minutes left in the game with 1 timeout. Hopefully, this isn't one of those games where that 2 minutes lasts 30 minutes, because I will literally be late for the Santa. And I can't be, but I will be. Ryan, I said in my reaction, I have it on Patreon, and I also, the full reactions on Patreon of all the Mandalorians. The chop up is now on my channel. It was my least favorite of the season, but still good. I didn't say it was bad. It's still good. 53 career game-winning drives by Drew Brees. Oh my God, he got whacked up in the air, almost caught for the 1st down, but he dropped it. Brees got nailed at the line, still got the ball off, and Michael Thomas almost somehow caught it. Oh my God, I don't know what happened there. It looked like he got nailed, and somehow Michael Thomas almost came up with the catch. Oh, and it would have been a 1st down. He was right at the 1st down marker. Oh, that's what it was. He didn't see the guy coming from the corner, and he got nailed right in his bicep on his throwing arm. I hope his arm's okay. He might be bashed up, man. I will say this. It takes a while for bruises to set in. So even if he's hurt, it won't probably affect him in this game. Here we go. Plenty of time. Backed up. Pass middle. Caught. 1st down. Thomas. He caught it exactly where he would have caught the last one. Same exact position on the 1st down. So Michael Thomas, 1st down, minute 40. Clock is ticking. Saints have 1 timeout. They're at the 46. They're almost midfield. Need a touchdown to win. Brees bombs it wide open. Tenkin on the sideline, down the side, into the 30-yard line, maybe 29. They got, guys, this is crazy good. Minute and 29 seconds, he went out of bounds. Saints got a timeout. They're in field goal range, but they can't settle for a field goal. There's not enough time. They could win with 2 field goals, but there's not enough time. They'd have to onside kick it. The Saints are almost in the red zone. My only fear right now is that they score too quick, because they'll only be up by 2 points, and the Niners could easily get Garoppolo downfield. They have 3 timeouts. They need to run enough clock and play it safe. Brees, no one in the backfield. Michael Thomas, catch for 5. Holds onto the ball. They're at the 23-yard line. 23-yard line. 2nd down. It's got to be 2nd and 5. Oh, my Lord. They're not using their timeout either. It's almost under a minute. Drew Brees, no one in the backfield. Pass. Oh, my fucking God!
No, it wasn't.
The receiver fell, and the Niner guy had a perfect shot at interception and bobbled it and dropped it. He had it right in his hands. It wasn't even Brees' fault. Michael Thomas tripped. It went right into Witherspoon's hands, and he dropped it. That could have been game over right there, guys. Michael Thomas, you never see Michael Thomas fall. Michael Thomas flat out tripped and missed, and the Niners guys are smacking Witherspoon in the head because he missed an easy interception right there. The clock is stopped because the incomplete pass. It's 3rd and 5. Mind you, the Saints will go for it on 4 because they have to. 3rd and 5. Breeze. No one in the backfield. Oh my God. Pass it over the head of Michael Thomas. It is 4th and 5. Pass interference on the defense. Automatic 1st down. I got to see the call first, but it's got to be pass interference on the defense. But Breeze looks a little upset now. Defensive pass interference. It's going to be in the red zone with 1st down, 40 seconds left.
I was going to run against Simmons, so this is 2 and 10.
Oh my friggin' God. I thought there was going to have to be a 4th and 5. New set of downs. Exactly a minute. They put time on the clock. Exactly 1 minute. 1 timeout by the Saints. 3 timeouts by the Niners. 1st and 10. Where are they? On the 12? I think they're on the 12, or is that the 17? I can't see the field. Breeze, no one in the backfield. Oh, Kamara's lined up. 17-yard line. Breeze, pass to Kamara. Got it. Broke 2 tackles. Touchdown, Saints. Touchdown, Saints. They're leading by 1 point. They're going to go I forgot. They're going to go for 2 to make it. They're going to go for 2 to make it a field goal tie. So this can go into overtime. I forgot that I totally am not thinking they can go for 2, tie it up, or not tie it up, make it a field goal possession. I'm not even talking logically right now.
Laura's like, touchdown.
Oh my Lord. One of my friends that's coming here now to go to see Santa is also a Saints fan and is texting my sister who's off camera. Saints are going for 2. They're up by 1 right now, 53 seconds, but Niners have all their timeouts. For the love of God, Santa can wait, D4C. They're in the chat, they're saying, but Santa. I'm supposed to leave 4:30.
Santa's doing it's a Christmas miracle.
I'm supposed to leave 4:30. There is still a chance I can make that.
I was supposed to go get cat food.
Here we go. 2-point conversion attempt. Kamara's in the backfield. Everyone's lined up wide. Fakes it to Kamara. Pass. There might be pass interference. And he's not. So that's it, guys. 53 seconds. A field goal wins it. There's no chance of a tie. San Francisco has 53 seconds and 3 timeouts to kick a field goal and win this game. Saints are winning by 1 point. So the good thing is the extra point that they missed or they didn't kick in the beginning is not going to affect the game. Actually, you could say it affects the game because they would have just kicked an extra point there. So that extra point could actually affect the game. However, it doesn't matter because it is what it is. There is no chance of tying the game. I can't show the screen. Snagified too geeked. I cannot show the screen. I've done it before. 3-month suspension by YouTube. You cannot show physical material. I have to give you the play-by-play. I'm watching it live as we go, but I cannot show the screen. So the Saints are winning by 1 point. Drew Brees has 5 touchdowns passing, 1 rushing. He might even have 6. I can't even remember at this point. All I know is 46 points by the Saints, 45 by the Niners. Here they go. Kicked it. Oh, touchback. You got to go see Santa, big sack. Here we go, guys. The kicker is on the sideline shitting his pants for the Niners because he knows it all comes down to him. 53 seconds, 3 timeouts. That is all the time in the world when it comes to football. It comes down to the Saints defense. Can the Saints defense hold them? I will say, in the second half, the Saints defense has really stepped up. Garoppolo has 5 game-winning drives. Breeze had 43. So Breeze is the man of the game-winning drives. Here we go. Garoppolo, pass. Gain of about 7, but he stopped. No. And clock's ticking. They're going to timeout. Niners. All right. Niners use their first timeout. 45 seconds. 2nd and 2. They're not even close to midfield yet. Okay. What's up, guys? If you're in the chat, Throw up a like. Throw up a subscribe. There's 45 seconds in the game. I can't show the screen, but there's 45 seconds. 46 to 45. The Saints just scored a touchdown, tried to go for 2 to make it a 3-point game and missed. I thought there was pass interference. It was probably close. You can't call it. Whatever it is 46 to 45. Saints are up by 1. 2 timeouts by the Niners with 45 seconds. They're on the 33 of their own side. Field goal wins the game. Here we go. Garoppolo, no one in the backfield. Pass short, dropped. No flag, please. No flag. 3rd and 2. Lattimore got his hand in there. No flags. 42 seconds. They only used 3 seconds on that. So no timeouts needed. It's an incomplete pass. 3rd and 2. Who dat? Nicole Frazier. Let's go, Saints. Jenny Locks. I think it's Jenny Locks. I don't know. But thank you, Saints. Let's go. Here we go. Watching it live. 3rd and 2. I'm having a heart attack. All right, here we go. 3rd and 2. 42 seconds. Garoppolo's got, who's that? Morset or Mustard, whatever the heck you pronounce his name. Here we go. Pass. My God, please say there's no flag. No flag. 4th and 2. Pass incomplete. 39 seconds. Niners don't need to use the timeout again, but that's it, guys. If they don't convert, Saints take a knee. Even with the 2 timeouts, the Saints can run the clock. This is game right here. 4th and 2. The Niners need a field goal. They're 50 yards out of field goal range. So all they got to do, I mean, they got time and they got timeouts. If they don't convert, it's game over. You better tell Santa the score. All I know is I still got 10 minutes before I got to leave. If the Saints stop him here, I made it to Santa on time. 46 to 45. Saints winning by 1 point. 2 seconds on the clock. Snap the ball. He got it off in time. 4th and 2. The Niners didn't get it off in time, so the coach called a timeout. Wasted one of their timeouts. Awesome. Love it. Because that means even if they convert now, the Niners are in trouble. They only have 1 timeout left. It was almost a false start, and the coach on the Niners had to call the timeout to prevent the false start. Ooh. My God in heaven. 4th and 2. 39 seconds. Niners losing by 1 point. Combined score 91 points combined. Here we go. This could be game. 4th and 2. Here we go. 4th and 2. They're taking their sweet all time. Here we go. Garoppolo, no run. It's going to be a pass. Passed. Caught. No one's on him. Oh my frigging God. Oh my God in heaven. There are 3 flags down. Kittle caught the ball, juked the first defender, and ran it for 35 yards. But there are flags. Oh, it's Saints face mask. It's Saints face mask. That's it, guys. 1 play ends it all. Unless they shank the kick, this is it, guys. Not only did Kittle get a catch and run for 35 yards, but they face masked him at the end, which adds 15 yards. They're probably like 1st and goal at this point. What a friggin' miserable way to end it. 4th and 2, they literally could have ended it there. My only hope now is that something crazy happens. They either get backed up out of field goal range or they shank the field goal. But they got Robbie Gould as their kicker, who is like frigging money. And the Saints don't have enough time. Unless they score really quick, the Saints do have a timeout. Up the middle, stopped him, using their last timeout. Oh, New Orleans used their last timeout. Oh, man, guys. I gotta cross my fingers and hope this happened with the Panthers game. The Saints probably should have lost that game, but then they missed so many field goals and extra points, the Saints eked it out. Basically, I gotta hope for luck. Like, what is the defender thinking there? The Saints defender is literally underneath, just jerking his head from the face mask. Like, I understand he wants to make the tackle, but like, why even bother at that point? It's so blatantly obvious. Like, not to mention, how did Kittle on a, like, it wasn't even a screen pass. He juked 2 defenders and got 35 yards on a 4th down. Like, they must have went for the run. Here we go, guys. That's it. Saints got no timeouts. Niners are letting the clock go to 3 seconds so that Robbie Gould can kick the point and win the game. Nothing else matters right now. It all matters on this field goal. Robbie Gould, here we go. 15 game-winning field goals. Oh, and it's not even far. He's so close. It's like closer than an extra point, I think. It's like 30-something points. And you're talking one of the greatest kickers statistically in the history of football. In my lifetime, at least. Robbie Gould is one of the best kickers I remember. Used to play for the Bears. Probably played for a bunch of other teams. He is money. That's how big that extra point. So now it did matter, guys. The 2-point conversion the Saints missed in the first touchdown would have gave them an extra point. They would have kicked the extra point there. It all came down to this freaking kick. And he is so close. It's like a 20-yard kick. Or 30-yard. My bad. Still money. Please, God, stop it, block it, something. It's good. Niners win it 48-46. My God. 2-point game. 48-46. I guess I could say they held in there. They stuck it out. It literally went down to the last kick. But that sucks, man. It literally, in my mind, comes down to an extra point. In the first possession, the Niners committed a penalty on the touchdown. So instead of going for the extra point, the Saints went for 2 because I agreed with it. I'm not mocking them for doing it. I said, yeah, they're on the 1-yard line. They should go for 2. But they missed it. If they had kicked the extra point, they wouldn't have went for 2 on the last touchdown. They would have kicked that extra point. Now, granted, they could have missed the extra point too. But they don't. Lutz hasn't missed one all year. So it would have been tied right now. Or you could say, well, the Niners wouldn't have milked the clock and they would have went for the touchdown. Anything could have happened. It is what it is. That is a sad loss, though. That is a sour, sour loss. You could also say the penalty that gave the Niners a 4th down to a touchdown did it all. But it was Caldwell. All right, guys. Well, I got to shut things down. I made it. I have to leave 4:30. Everyone's outside waiting for me. I got 2 minutes. So I'm going to cut this stream off. This jersey will be retired, guys. This is my favorite jersey. My New Orleans, Louisiana patch after Katrina, Drew Brees stitched jersey. Most expensive one I own. It will be retired along with Reggie Bush over here. If you didn't see, I got Reggie Bush hiding under this pillow. I didn't realize Reggie Bush was hiding. But Reggie Bush over here was retired after game 1. The first game they lost. I didn't retire a second jersey because this was, I think, the second game they lost. The first game they lost, I wasn't wearing a jersey. I was wearing my favorite Saints authentic NFL shirt. It's all like tie-dye and stuff. I love it. But that got retired. I didn't count that. But this is it, guys. I'll see you at 11:30. Any of you guys want, slap a like, slap a subscribe on the video if you want to subscribe. Tonight, 11:30, me and my sister do live reaction like this. No video shown of Rick and Morty. That'll be on at 11:30. We watch it live, and we usually bullshit for a couple hours. So you guys want to join us? Do it. Subscribe. The Saints just lost in horrible fashion. It is what it is. They already clinched their division. I wish they clinched first seed. They still have a shot. They're only down 1 game now to the Niners. So still possibilities. I love that they were in it the whole game, though. It is what it is. Guys, Patriots game just started. Ryan, good luck on your game, bro. Like I said, I'm not trying to be mean. I know you're a Patriots fan. I think the Chiefs will win it. But it's going to be a close game, and I'm not right all the time. So You guys, I may pop in at 6 a.m. and say hi. Either way, Rye, take care. Nicole, it was great seeing you in the chat. I hope you subscribe. Join me next week for the Saints. Join me tonight for Rick and Morty. Tons of videos and reactions on my channel. Watch it all, guys. I will see you later. Peace. And then I got to do this, see? Normally when I do reactions, peace ends the video, but I got to walk over here like an old man, and I got to turn it off. Technology, guys. Vice Sia. What is it? I just saw Vice on the chat, and he's a Niners fan probably. Good job, bud. Your team won. Subscribe to my channel, and you could join me next week for Saints goodness.